Hi, everybody on YouTube. This is our intro to the show. We'll eventually get a professional one, but this is a filler. Welcome to Smart Wrestling Fan. No. We're gonna start any minute. Yeah. Oh, okay. But we are the. Can you play William Joel's greatest hits? We are. This is Smart Wrestling Fan, the podcast, and we're going to be starting any minute now. Probably in about 3 minutes. We're probably going to start the show. Let's see if people come in there. But you can play play a song by William Joel. That's not a song. That's just one note. No, that's. Okay. Do you have a William Joel song for us? Oh. Okay. You could try. This is live, everybody. Live television on your computers and phones. Yeah. Oh. We will talk about wrestling after this flute solo. Congratulations. Now, you practiced that for about 20 weeks, right? To get to this point? 20 weeks in a row. That was good. 20. Oh, no. That's not good. Is that a thing? Yes. We're live. And I don't know if anybody's in the room yet, but we are live. So this will be recorded on YouTube forever, by the way, because these shows go up and you can watch them on demand. So yeah, so they could do whatever they want. Yes. YouTube. Let's see, YouTube, and then we're live, and here it is. It's okay. Get the chat going, everybody, and then we're good to go. We'll start the show in a minute. There we go. You typed it. We are live. Yes. There it is. Larry still doesn't know how to use the chat or where we are on YouTube. He doesn't understand that yet. So he's never been able to interact with the audience. No. No. Larry, you're not allowed to. He could figure it out, but he just will not. That's a lot of trouble. He doesn't listen to me ever. I'm very neglected. Okay, so that's done. That's good. Why does it always say warning? Warning. There's no warning. Stop that. Okay, we're going to start. Everybody, we're going to do a show. So imagine the intro of this show. I don't know how it goes. That's not how it goes. Eric, I'm not going to buy him a new laptop. Who, Larry? I'm not going to buy him a new laptop. I bought him a new iMac. No, Mac Mini. Whatever one he wanted, it's what he got. So he doesn't need one. No. He just got one. Yeah. We both got, pretty recently got good new computers. So the last one I got was before that, 2012. So that lasted that was a really long time. And so we're gonna, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I think we're going to do a show now. So everybody do a countdown. Here we go. In 3, 2. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Smart Wrestling Fan, the longest running weekly episodic pro wrestling podcast in the universe. Is that right? Probably. Yes. No, it is correct. We might even be the longest running weekly podcast of any kind, because other podcasts have taken weeks off and we haven't. Episode number 1053, I think. Pretty sure. I'm Joe Negron along with Humnama Humma here on the call. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I don't know. He's in a warehouse somewhere, in a trailer. I don't know where he is. So welcome everyone. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/smartwrestlingfan. We're on podcast form. I don't know which one you're listening to or watching right now, but congratulations, you found us. So that's the first and most important part, is that you found us. Yeah. Sure. And when you did, you found us, and here we are. I did invent it back in 2005. Yeah. It should be billions, and instead it's like not even a million, so I'm sad. So what you do is we're at smartwrestlingfan.com. We're at patreon.com/smartwrestlingfan, youtube.com/smartwrestlingfan. So tell your friends, and then what you do is you go over to their house when you watch wrestling, or whatever you do. You go on Discord, whatever you do. You tell your friends, hey, Smart Wrestling Fan Podcast, and then you sign up for it because it's free. That's it. You get them to subscribe to all the things, like you go on Podbean and subscribe, Apple Podcasts and subscribe, Smart Wrestling Fan, whatever. You go to the Patreon, you can go to the YouTube, and you sign them up for all those things. That's how we grow. So go do that right now. Yeah. Well, you're doing them a favor. If they like wrestling, you're going, here's this free stuff. You want this. That's what you're doing. So that's it. And if you want to pay money, yeah, I mean, the next goal is when we can hit a goal where everyone gets paid a lot of money. So that one, it's easy to get. You just go to patreon.com/smartwrestlingfan and sign up and become a patron. And then we'll try to pass out those shekels. Wouldn't it be nice to get a monthly, weekly, whatever stipend from the Smart Wrestling Fan community? Wouldn't it be great? It would be really good. So, oh, you can do anything. You can do whatever amount of money you want. You can make up that amount, but if you do at least $5, you can get Smart Wrestling Fan Extra on Patreon, which is like access to almost everything on there. And if you do $10 Time Machine, that's access to pretty much all the content, all that we have. So you get Retro, Smart Movie Fan, any other podcast we do, Smart Wrestling Fan, more. How many mores did we just do? We just put like 15 of them. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Exactly. And boy, are my something's tired because we've watched so much. It's ridiculous. But so, yeah, if you want to support the fact that we do all these extra things, then you can just go on Patreon and support us. So that would be great. But this week we have a lot to get into because there was all kinds of stuff to watch. Plus there's so much news because there's huge news we have to talk about like right now. So why don't we just do it? We get into that? Yeah. Do news. Oh, flute. You can play that flute. My ear. Ow. Perfect. That's our new. Oh my God. That's our new news theme, I think. If I didn't go deaf in my left ear. I saved my right ear because you see, I do this thing. Anyway. Walking Whiteboard says free is my favorite price. And if you do get on extra, it's pennies a day. That's what he said. So thank you for that. Yeah. That's it. Okay. What are we talking about? News. Ratings. Is that it? Okay. Let's get the numbers here. They're so important. Everybody loves it so much. Remember Netscape? Yeah, so do I. Okay. News we got here. Let's do the ratings real quick because we have stuff to talk about. We have SmackDown with another 1.5 million viewers. They don't really change much, do they? Dynamite, 711,000. Lovely. NXT, 740,000. That's lovely. Collision number isn't available yet because it was on Saturday night. But the big news of the week, here we go. Everybody knew the Peacock deal with WWE with their pay-per-view / PLEs, whatever you want to call them, was up into 2026. Remember, it was a 5-year deal. They started in 2021. So what that means is by WrestleMania time, the next WrestleMania I'm talking about, the Peacock deal is up. Well, someone has made the high bid and has taken the rights. And guess who it is? Did you guess ESPN? Because if you didn't, you're wrong. But if you did, you're correct. Yes, ESPN now has the exclusive rights starting in 2026. They got a 5-year deal. It's going to go up to 2031. Yes, that's a real date. Right now it sounds like the future, but it is real. And it is the future, by the way. Speaking of... All right, yeah. You may have to, because here's the deal. Okay, so first of all, I believe it was, Peacock could have kept WWE. And if they had done that, they wanted to pay about almost $1.4 billion for a 5-year deal. And WWE was like, I think we can get more than that. And ESPN, that's not enough for us. So ESPN said, I will give you $1.6 billion for 5 years. And WWE was like, sold to ESPN. $1.6 billion. I'm going to tell you right now. So here's what you get for that money, ESPN. You get every WWE PLE, as in WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, blah, 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 blood money, whatever they do during the year, you get those. Here's what you don't get. Even though they call them things like WWE Roadblock and it's NXT, you don't get those. Those right now are still on Peacock. Where those will go after April next year, I have no idea. That wasn't part of it. They didn't want it. That wasn't part of it. So that was not the deal. The deal was WWE was this time selling the rights to all the WWE branded pay-per-view /PLEs for the year. So no NXT. So no back library. If you want that back library, that's still on Peacock. But again, next year, where does it go? I don't know. ESPN is interested. They said we might buy it, but I don't think that's their priority. I mean, they don't care about that too much. But it might go there, maybe. Saturday night's main event. That's part of Peacock. You'll still need Peacock or NBC, which, I mean, if you have just a regular HD TV and you get like an antenna, you can get it up for free. So you can still watch Saturday night's main event otherwise. But that's not on ESPN. What else do you want to know? I have all the details. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is what you're asking. So here's the thing. Right now there is an ESPN Plus. It's an app you can download. You could pay for whatever and you get it. Next year, starting around April, it's going to be a new thing, whether it's called ESPN Plus or not, but it's going to be a new service. It's $30 a month. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, something like that. Okay, well, now that you said, I know that, but yeah, I was trying to get to a point to pause first. So, okay, I just paused. We'll fix the sound and then we'll edit that back out. Okay, hold on. What did I change? Why would that be different? Okay, hold on. And here. Do. Okay, start talking.
Okay.
Now it should work.
Testing,
Okay.
1, 2.
All right,
8.
we'll just go right back in and I'll tell you about the tiers, okay?
Let's make sure it works though.
No, I know it works.
Gotta wait for the.
I'm telling
it
you
does?
it works.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
I
trust
changed
you,
one
man.
setting when we did the show last time, but now I changed it back, so it's fine now.
Got it. Where are we starting again? At what point?
I have to figure it out. Okay, hold on.
There he is. Yeah. So we were talking about ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Right. So
for letting us know about the audio.
So the deal with the price is it's going to be $30 a month for whatever this new ESPN Plus is.
Right.
But if you have certain cable providers or certain internet cable things, whatever, that'll be part of it. So since with certain packages you're already paying like $100 a month or whatever for your stupid cable and it has ESPN, some of those are going to be like, okay, here's the app and you just log in with your cable credentials. And now you don't have to pay that $30 a month. But that's assuming you have cable, you weren't a cord cutter, and you, or you have some sort of internet cable type equivalent. But not all of them are going to work. So
right, yeah. So it's going to be depending on who you are, what you purchased, what bundle you may have.
Correct.
Oh boy.
So this is going to be a pain in the butt, and we're not going to know full details until next year.
Okay.
So there is that.
How much influence now will Disney have over the WWE?
I mean, you might end up seeing, Muppets and Star Wars characters mixed in with the WWE. No, you won't. But, I mean, it's not really any influence, but, I mean, it's all one big company, which is kind of scary.
Right. It is scary. It's getting... More things are gobbling up other things, and
that's always been the case. But it's always it usually doesn't end up great for the consumer. And in this case, people are looking at it and going, "Well, I'm paying whatever it is, $10 a month for Peacock, and I used to pay $5 a month for the cheap one."
Yeah.
And if I don't have cable, I might have to pay now $30 a month for WWE shows, which is closer to a pay-per-view price.
Exactly. At some point,
some people aren't happy with
because now if you have to pay for Peacock to see some things and Netflix to see some things,
correct,
and ESPN to see some things,
that's exactly what's happening.
What are we doing?
Plus, hold on, cable to watch NXT and SmackDown.
Yeah,
not so great.
Oof,
it's not the best. We'll just say that.
Okay. Well, at least we know this is starting with WrestleMania.
It's
correct.
So not and it's just like with the network where it's like, we're going to start with WrestleMania. So that's going to be like our guinea pig, the biggest show of the year.
Good idea. There won't be problems with that.
And all this, again, this is just in America. Don't forget, because if you live overseas, most countries, you just get Netflix and everything's on there for the next 5 to 10 years. So this ESPN thing really doesn't count outside the United States right now. So this is a domestic deal right now.
Man, it's a lot of money. A lot of money.
It's an obscene amount of money. And that's that.
Okay.
Any other questions that I didn't answer?
No, that's all I've got.
Yeah. So yes.
What else you got in the news?
What other stuff in the news? Last week we talked about Scarlett and Karrion Kross their contracts are up. WWE, unless there's like some inside trickery going on, they didn't re-sign them. So,
lots of fans in the Quebec were wanting their Kross.
How many people were really?
Some signs.
I saw one sign, maybe two.
Maybe I just saw it lots of times.
And how many chants did you hear though?
The only chants I heard were "Go EO Sky, EO Sky."
Yeah, and that's the thing. They did a lot of singing.
Becky, Sami Zayn.
They did a lot of singing, and they did a lot of talking in French and saying things like "We don't give an F" and things like that in French.
I want to punch them all.
They're just having their stupid singing fun. But what I didn't hear was "We want Kross," and they've been chanting that for weeks, if not months. I think they gave up.
Why though? What are they seeing in Kross that we haven't seen in how many years has it been?
I know, a lot of years. They see
since he was
some
White
potential.
Rabbit.
I know. Yeah. I remember that. I don't know.
I mean, he had a cool entrance, and that was about it.
He had a cool entrance, and then if you remember, they He-Manned him up and put a gimp mask on him or whatever, and brought him to Raw. And Vince had him jobbed to Jeff Hardy on his debut, if I recall correctly.
Exactly. They do with anybody they bring up.
They always make him job to Jeff Hardy all the time. So, they are released, and again, unless the WWE's tricking us for some reason, then they're gone.
Do you see anywhere for them to go?
I would go to AEW.
Is there room, or you go to ROH, or?
No, there's room in regular AEW. I mean, Forbidden Door. What's more forbidden than a guy that just got released or whatever? Not released. His contract ran out, which means he doesn't have a 90-day or 30-day or anything like that. No compete, so he could just show up. Why wouldn't you jump right on that? Now, I did hear, at least 2 people told me that TK was leery on the idea of signing him because he wasn't sure if WWE's playing games like they did with Seth Rollins.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Yeah,
you want more
yeah.
Seth Rollins news?
Yes,
There's
please.
bad, not low morale, but the talent and the hires and even creative very suspicious of WWE now. They don't feel like they can trust them with things like this because of the Seth Rollins thing. Because they were specifically told, don't write for him. He's out. He's injured. And now it's, oh, we were just kidding. We tricked you. Ha ha ha. Just so you wouldn't go out and tell your friends and family. Well,
Right, because they don't want it leaking. They
Right,
don't want
exactly.
Smart Wrestling Fan reporting on it.
So they lied. But guess who reported on it immediately right after that Saturday night's main event aired and that next show the next Monday? Who said? Me. That was me. I said that. There were like 2 other people
So
that said that.
it
Besides
didn't work.
Me. It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work then.
And then I love how everyone goes from, that's not true. Why would they do that? They wouldn't work the boys. They wouldn't lie. And I said, well, then how did I know about the injury before Saturday night's main event? How is that possible? Well, they wouldn't. To what end? And I said, for a surprise cash in, either on Raw or SummerSlam. But no, they wouldn't do that. And everybody went from that day to, oh, everybody knew. Of course I knew Seth Rollins wasn't really injured in cash in. Yeah, because me and like 2 other people told you that.
At some point, people want to just save face and try to be, I don't know, correct. And
I have the
that side of
receipts, everybody. I have them.
the receipts.
And you said you didn't believe me. So anyway, okay, enough of that.
Okay.
So it wasn't just Scarlett and Karrion Kross. It was Ashante the Adonis. He also, his contract ran out. And we haven't used him. When was the last time he was on regular WWE TV? I'll tell you, when they brought him to SmackDown from what? Okay, I think it was they brought Hit Row to SmackDown. Then they fired everybody. Then they rehired people. And then he was going to be a tag team partner of Cedric the Alexander. And they had these vignettes where they were like, you couldn't tell if they were like a gay couple that lived together and just were super happy about everything in life, or they were supposed to be like these super high fashion, like, do you remember all this?
I do
Probably not,
remember
because
any
you know
of
why?
this.
It was like 1 or 2 days and that was it. And
Yeah.
they had this video package and it was like, let's go out and do some shopping and we're going to get looking sharp and we're going to be a tag team. Never debuted. Nothing ever happened. That was the last time they used them, and then they threw him back down to NXT, and then that was it. They didn't really use him.
How many times have we gone to this sort of storyline, this fashion conscious tag team pretty boy
A few times.
setup?
We had Fandango, who became Fandango, and Tyler
Right.
Breeze. We had
Yeah.
the Pretty Deadly. We had
Pretty
the
Deadly.
Ashante and Cedric team.
Seems like New Day is doing that now a little bit.
They're just doing we're idiots grieving. The worst heel turn like since John Cena and the New Day. 2 terrible heel turns. Just like
Right.
And both of them, the actual turn itself was awesome. The Big E thing, and you were the albatross for us, and you're the worst.
Oh yeah,
And
that part was
the
fantastic. Yeah,
John Cena turn with the Rock and Cody. That was all great. And then they were like, "Oh God, we don't know what to do next."
Yeah. Now what do we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this Ashante, you know what's funny about this whole Ashante thing? If you had told me, now who was in Hit Row in NXT? It was
Oh no.
Top Dollar, Ashante the Adonis,
Right.
B-Fab, and Swerve.
Swerve. Okay.
Who you get rid of first is Swerve? Okay, think about that first. So that's funny now. And then, who is the last person standing in WWE? It's the worst of the worst. It's B-Fab.
Right. That is funny.
Oh my God.
She must make nothing. She must make
I mean,
$10 on a bag of pretzels or something. Because
probably.
she's
I'll say
for
this.
for them not to clear her out.
I know. She makes minimal main roster money. Let's just say that. So
Yeah.
it's not that big of a break here.
She does minimal or less. So it makes sense.
That's a good point.
Earning that.
She's earning those bucks there.
Yeah, yeah.
September 20th. Okay.
Okay.
That is AEW All Out. Hasn't been advertised yet because they're just focusing on Forbidden Door.
Right.
But September 20th. WWE's been playing this game you've seen. Remember when they with
are
All
they
In?
counter programming again?
With All In, they counter programmed 3 shows that weekend. So they figured this time we're not going to do 3 shows. We're just going to do 1 main roster pay-per-view at the same time they're trying to run that.
Wow.
I don't know which one it actually is. What I do know is this. Okay, so Brock Lesnar showed up on at SummerSlam,
Right.
and no, I'm not supposed to say. Never mind. The point is, let's just say at, I guess I'm telling everybody anyway, at Clash in Paris, it was supposed to be Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Then all of a sudden on SmackDown, they bring out the YouTube sociopath and he's like, hey, John Cena, let's wrestle in Paris. And Cena's like, okay. And I'm like, wait, whoa, what? Okay, that didn't make any sense to me. They were holding on to Brock so that they could put Brock. So they're like, we don't need 3 pay-per-views that weekend or PLEs that weekend of All Out like we did for All In. All we need is a Brock Lesnar match, and we'll put that on at the same time as All Out, and everybody will watch our show. So that was their plan as of a week or 2 ago. And yeah, that's what it's going to be. Brock against Cena on September 20th against All Out.
Oh man.
We
don't know the name of this show yet.
I don't know.
But we're not competing.
But they're not. AEW's not competition. Everybody's competition, but not AEW and by name. No, never.
Yeah, this is
whatever.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Okay, speaking of other pay-per-views, Triple Mania, AAA's big.
Oh yeah,
Triple Mania. What is it? 33, I believe. It's
There's
coming
a lot
up.
of X's and other letters in it.
Yeah, so it's probably 33. That's coming up
this weekend.
That's coming up on Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Great.
3 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how's time work. 9 at night, I believe. And Triple Mania. Who's on commentary? You have to guess.
Well, they told us.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So
they told
I
us on
won't guess,
Raw.
but you
Okay.
can-
So before Raw, I was told Corey Graves is on commentary. And I was like, that's perfect. Yes. And then on Raw, they tell us, oh, for God's sake, with JBL.
JBL.
Why?
The champion of all of Mexico.
Oh, my God.
The guy who loves the Mexicans.
Exactly. That's what you want to say right there. The guy that, I'm doing air quotes, loves the Mexicans. That's who you want on commentary. Oh, boy.
Right.
It's going to be something.
I thought it would be Conan. You think they'll have Conan there again? Because he was so fun.
He's being
time.
inducted into their
just
Hall of Fame that day.
Ah.
So
okay.
He probably won't be on commentary.
Right.
But
okay.
So should we watch?
Well, I guess
we should watch. What were we going to say?
I would say, I guess he's your heel commentary, and then you've got Corey Graves as the face commentary. Are we doing that whole shtick again?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
What I do know is we should probably cover that on the show. If somebody donates, just go to smartwrestlingfan.com, PayPal link at the bottom. If somebody just donates $21, we'll review it. Let's make this really simple.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is simple.
It's really easy.
So. There's 5 matches announced so far.
Yeah, you want to tell us the matches?
Sure. Trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, I'll go from the undercard.
Right. Yes, please.
Up. So we've got. I'm going to mess up some of these names because I don't know them all.
I'll help you.
Flammer is the
Flamar,
champion.
yeah.
Flamar is the champion, the AAA Reina de Reinas championship. That's the ladies' championship, I think.
Yes.
Versus Fabi Apache and Natalia.
And Natalia, yeah.
Natalia.
Look at that.
Natalia. Okay.
I know.
Let's see. Up to that, we've got it's a singles match for the AAA Latin American Championship.
Yes.
It's El Messias, El Messias,
El Macias.
El Messias
Yes.
versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yes. So son of Dr. Wagner Jr.
That's so funny. I love that name.
It is a very funny name. But
I can't wait till he has a child, and then we have to figure out what's next.
Yeah. But do you remember I'm trying to remember why you would know Macias. Judas Macias, remember?
Did we cover him in?
He was in TNA.
He was in TNA.
In Lucha Underground, he was Mil Muertes.
Oh, he was Mil Muertes.
He was.
Wow. Okay. So is he wearing a mask or no?
This Macias
As
version,
Macias.
I don't remember. I don't think so, because no, he would be unmasked by now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next match. Match number 3 here. It's Los Garzas, Berto and Angel or Angel.
They're the
however you
champs. Yeah, they're the tag champs.
They're the tag champs. Challenged by Pagano and Psycho Clown.
And this is a street fight. So that's like,
well, this is going to be bloody.
It's going to be a mess. Well, I mean, but they don't, I don't know if they,
are they?
They don't have the same,
Right.
I mean, if you remember, AAA before was a complete bloodbath, but since WWE,
Right.
and I think, you know what? I don't even think WWE's merged with them anymore. I think it's now official that the sale went through. I think they own them now. Like before, it was just like we've quote acquired them, but they really like had 51% of them. I think they just flat out have them now.
Are they? And plus, since it's on YouTube, will they be allowed to do this?
The blood?
Will they be allowed to get? Yeah, the
I
blood.
have no idea what the rules are with that. You're good question.
We'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll find out on Saturday, I suppose.
Yeah.
Next match, it's a mixed trios match.
This is interesting.
Judgment Day. Yeah, it's Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
And also with the toddler. Versus
Yeah, Roxanne's
Mr.
not
Iguana.
actually wrestling. Yeah.
No.
Or as Barrett would say, Mr. Iguana. Yes.
Iguana, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Nino Hamburguesa
Yes.
and Lola Vice.
Look at that. It's good.
She's out of NXT, isn't she, Lola Vice?
She is in NXT. Yeah.
Okay. Then our main event, which this was announced, it is a 4-way match for the AAA Mega Champion.
That's correct.
It's your champion El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio
Awesome.
versus Dragon Lee
Awesome.
versus El Grande Americano.
Oh, this sounds amazing.
That's going to be a really fun match.
Oh my God. And there is although there probably won't be a title change, Dirty Dom could be the face of AAA after this. Can you imagine?
Yes,
My prediction.
make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain. My prediction is that
Yeah.
all the other El Grandes, the other 3 or 4, or however many there are, there's probably going to be more.
Right.
They are going to all show up to either try to help El Grande, or it's going to backfire and Dominic's going to end up winning. So I think I love Vikingo, but I don't want him coming out of this as champion. I think that
Because you don't do anything then. And it's
the
business as usual.
Big heel Dominic. Yeah. Oh my God. And now that Dom's wearing that stupid mask now, oh my God, it's so dumb. It's
right. Oh, the mask with the question mark.
The dumb
ear
question
holes.
mark. Yeah,
So
mask.
funny.
Yeah, it's great. So okay, well,
Okay.
Yeah, somebody donate $21, and we'll review that. Let's do it.
Do you think they'll add more matches, or are we just gonna have a 5-match card? Is it gonna be just like a
They
quick-
might add another match, and they didn't mention that it's the what's it called? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind here. Hall of Fame induction for
right.
Conan.
Now, was this the show where they used to do the gimmicky superhero Marvel, like Hulk and everything? Was that Triple Mania?
Yeah, it was. So I guess we're not
was usually
allowed
like-
to do that anymore, huh?
Well, I don't know. Now that they're with Disney, maybe they can. Maybe
But then
they can just
it would be
combine all the
official. This
universes.
was very bootleg before.
Well, yeah, you'd have like
much.
Purple Hulk or
Oh,
with the spray on pants. It was just so funny
it was really good.
watching all the.
It was great.
Okay.
And the last
Well, that's
piece of
good.
news, yeah, we should watch it. The last piece of news, all the way in October, which is really only 2 months away, October 7th, Tuesday, is going to be AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday. And then Collision is going to air. There's going to be at Daly's Place. And then Collision is going to air on Wednesday, October 8th, the very next day. But the reason behind this is the baseball playoffs preempt Dynamite. So then how is Collision going to be? Oh, I'm very confused by this.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know how that works.
Does
I don't
that
know how
mean
that
that
works when you're-
Collision will be on at like midnight? Is that what that means? Probably.
We've done it before, so
Which means they would tape it at Daly's Place live and then tape delay it and show it later? I don't know how any of this is going to work. All I know is Dynamite on October 7th is going to be a title Tuesday, which probably means with them, they'll have one title match because TK doesn't understand what that means. And then and he doesn't. It's like he gets a lot of things right. That's one of the things he does not get right. So
yeah.
we'll see.
It'll be all those, what do they call it? The qualifier matches, the title qualification.
It'll be all eliminator matches. You're right. Wasn't that what they did last time on a title show?
That's what they did, yeah. Yeah, they called it title day, and it was just the eliminators, and then no one ever won their eliminator.
You're right. Wow.
So
What a
no
pile of
progression, just
None
holding,
at all.
Yeah, holding
That's kind of stupid. Okay.
garbage.
We apologize that we had audio problems at the beginning. So if you didn't hear everything that Hamna Muhammad said on the YouTube version of the show, go to your wherever you get your favorite podcast, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, whatever, and smartwrestlingfan.com and just click on the link. Go there and then listen to it in podcast form and you can hear that missing audio.
Right.
So there you go. Isn't that great?
Those insights were
They were
monumentally valuable.
Well, yes.
Right.
And maybe they didn't hear the flute. So they got
Oh, the flute. Well, then you really ask for your money back
exactly. No, don't do that. Let's do some wrestling stuff. Should we do that?
Okay. What are we doing?
We're going to start with Dynamite because it was the first thing of the week. That was now so long ago I had to barely remember it because there's a weekly show and all. So okay, that was ow. We got live music intervals here for the introductions.
Last week, I think
segments.
it was Sakani who said he wanted the musical introductions for the segments to come back.
Well, you got him.
So there you go, Sakani.
And if he says not like that, well, he should have specified.
Yeah, up your patronage, and I can get some lessons.
I thought you were going to say up your butt.
Whoa.
Well, I didn't know if that's what you were going to say.
August 6th. This is AEW Dynamite from the Wolfstein Hartman Center
There you
in
go.
Cleveland,
You did
OH.
So
There it is.
I said it really quietly, but
Yeah.
so Cleveland, did Larry go? No.
No.
He says he doesn't
was
live near
working.
Cleveland or whatever, so it's okay.
Oh, is this one of those Pennsylvania things, Pittsburgh versus
Or it's
Philadelphia?
long or
deals?
whatever. It's tall.
Yeah.
Yes, something like that.
And high in the ends and low in the middles.
I think so.
Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Taz on commentary.
Okay.
And we just go immediately backstage to MJF, and he's holding his world title contract, and he's also got the CMLL championship belt.
He does.
He addresses Adam Page as Seabiscuit, so that's his nickname for Adam Page.
Wow.
And he reminds us that, hey man, he's a coward. He won't give me a title shot unless I use the contract.
Is that right?
That's the story he's going with. It confuses me because he needs 2 title matches. Like, you can't win on the first one. So maybe he wants to do the old thing where you beat up somebody and get disqualified on purpose.
Yeah.
Injure him out and then cash in and win.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his scheme. MJF says that one of Hangman's friends is going to pay for that.
Oh,
and
boy.
That friend is Mark Briscoe.
Oh, no.
MJF is gonna win, and Briscoe's not even a wrestler, or he's not even championship material.
Boy.
He's just white trash that got lucky.
Wow.
Thanks.
That's harsh.
He says tonight, Briscoe, your luck runs out, and then somebody in the crowd picks the perfect time because it gets quiet, and they yell, "Happy Gilmore 2 sucks!"
Very good.
And the crowd laughs at that. Pretty good.
Oh, I didn't even see Happy Gilmore too.
I saw the first 30 minutes, and then I had to do other things, and I haven't come back to it.
Oh
yet.
my God. You know what I did watch?
What did you watch?
One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
The Serpent and the Rainbow.
Okay, no, but it's a remake of a movie that's been made into movies and TV shows, and it's been remade and redone. War of the Worlds came out the other day with
Another new one
with Ice Cube.
Whew.
This movie is unbelievably bad in ways you couldn't imagine.
Oh man!
Someone please donate $300 on smartwrestlingfan.com so we could produce this Smart Movie Fan, because oh my God.
Did they just sneak this release through?
It was made during the pandemic, and it was so bad they were like, I don't know, and then they just plopped it on Amazon Prime.
Oh man. Ice Cube.
Oh, it's bad.
War of the Worlds.
Oh my God. Oh.
And you watched it, of course.
Because it had a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, I must know. So, yeah.
Did you give it any kind of vote over 0 to increase its rating, or did you just leave it alone?
I'd give it out like a 1 out of 100. I'd give it.
Yikes. Yeah, I would like to hear you two review that then.
Yeah, me too. So somebody do that.
Excalibur gives us the card tonight, and he says that, Moxley stormed into the production truck demanding a match. So we're going to get a Moxley match first. And guess whose opponent is? It's Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball, yeah.
Yeah. So Moxley, Yuta, and Marina Shafir, they emerge from somewhere beneath the bleachers in an area where there can only be red lighting. There's no Claudio. There's no Pac.
No.
There's no Gabe Kidd, of course. The graphic says that Moxley is the all-time leader in Dynamite wins.
Yes.
And Mike Bailey is unbeaten in Dynamite singles matches.
Uh-oh, that's going to change.
With his whopping 2-0 record.
2-0.
Kevin Knight's with him. Shivani calls him Speedball Mike Maley.
Mike Maley.
Not sure who that is. Mike Maley.
It's my favorite guy, Tony.
Excalibur tells us that Moxley is distracted because Moxley is wondering, where is Darby Allin? Is he in the arena?
He's hiding.
Is he waiting in the... Yeah. Moxley finger pokes Bailey in the eyes, and then Bailey falls to the floor, and with the ref's back turned, Marina Shafir attacks the Speedball.
Oh.
So out comes Kevin Knight, and he gets into Marina's face, and this match goes outside the ring, and Bailey drapes Moxley over the guardrail, and he does that standing moonsault knees first.
That always
onto
looks
Moxley's
so painful.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. After commercial, Speedball gets a shooting star press for 2. Yuta is there for a distraction. Now, there he is. Here's Darby Allin. He puts the chloroform rag from WrestleMania 10 on Yuta's face.
He did it.
Yeah. We get some spinning heel kicks, a cross arm breaker. Moxley escapes that, though, and just nails Bailey with the Death
Just
Rider.
right
1,
on
2,
his
3.
head.
Yeah, Moxley wins.
Okay.
Now we go backstage. It's Renee with Alex Windsor and Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm.
We learn that Alex Windsor is going to be in a 4-way match tonight, and the winner will get a title shot against Mercedes Moné for the TBS title at Forbidden Door.
Yes.
Or will they be part of the 4-way? Is that what this is? They're going to be into that 4-way?
Yeah,
This match is?
Okay, it's complicated. It's a 4-way match for the 4-way match.
Yes. Right. So whoever wins this 4-way match gets into a 4-way match.
Correct.
And in that 4-way match, we'll have somebody from CMLL, somebody from Stardom.
Yes.
And then, of course, the winner of this match and the champion.
Correct.
Okay. Woof. Also at Forbidden Door, Tony will be defending her title against Athena. And Tony says, all right, I have to be careful here what I say. Tony says,
oh boy.
What a menagerie of bruising, brawling B-words.
Yeah.
And I used to pray for times like these. I love that.
Yes.
Then Alex Windsor tries her best, but she just needs a little more practice here. She's just not quite there, but she's close.
She's all right.
Tony says if there's anything that she knows about this non-sexual friendship, it's that you can beat us down, but you can't beat us off. Am I going to get flagged for that?
Yep.
Windsor cringes, and she says what Tony's trying to say is that you can't give me any lick without giving my lick back.
Oh my God.
And then she's fumbles and says, oh, I'm turning into Tony and this is happening to me now.
Yes.
Tony's going to say she's going to reverse her London luck at Forbidden Door. And then if she tells Athena, if you want to whip out your John Hancock and wet the ink,
wow,
we can do this tonight in Cleveland.
You are saying the things we don't normally say on the show.
Look, we're going
to get canceled now. Thanks a lot.
It's the Declaration of Independence.
I guess so.
There.
Now, so this is weird because do you think it's possible that Alex Windsor could pin someone other than Mercedes in that match and take the TBS title away from her like that at Forbidden Door? You think it's possible?
It's possible because that would give Mercedes a cause for anger.
I think that would be cool.
Are we coming to the point where we're unloading all these titles off of Mercedes yet?
No, she keeps getting more and more. So
we're gonna drag this on for a little bit longer then, huh?
So forget I said
it's
that.
Possible.
She's just gonna retain. It's gonna be stupid.
She's just gonna retain, I think.
Yuck.
Yeah. Tony Windsor hasn't been there for very long, so.
No, I know, but sometimes you got to get somebody that just showed up and give them a title. They haven't done that, I don't think, enough.
The last time they did something big like that might have been Action Andretti beating Jericho, even though it wasn't for a title.
That led to nothing. And that led to nothing. They really need to do more. Like, okay, they need to also maybe call more audibles or maybe do any audibles because, excuse me, I think, or maybe just book better because, sorry, TK, but as soon as Darby did the chloroform thing, why couldn't Speedball just roll up Moxley?
How would it hurt Moxley? Wouldn't hurt anything.
It's a quick roll up.
Not at all.
Then he could have another match with him and beat the crap out of him. Whatever.
And destroy him. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I just don't get it.
I don't either.
He just doesn't want to beat certain people ever. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you should. That's all.
What happens next? Oh, Tony continues on. She comments about the Ohio license plate.
We're somehow still on Tony Storm?
Yeah, she says, as it says on the license plates here in Ohio, it's tape up your tatas and tango.
I don't think that's what it says.
Close to it. She and Alex go off, or they tango off the screen.
Yeah.
And then Renee whispers, it doesn't say that on the license plate.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly. Renee knew.
Funny. Now we go outside to the parking lot, and there's Moxley and Shafir, and they find a white body bag on the ground. I wonder who's in there.
Oh,
they hear the sound of a car roaring, so they pull this bag out of the way, I guess. Darby drives by and kind of honks his horns and waves at him and leaves.
Yikes.
They unzip the bag, and of course it's Wheeler Yuta inside the bag.
Yeah.
He's got a sign either rubber cemented or duct taped to his face.
It says looked like Door. It looked like it had just packing tape on the back of it. And then Excalibur was like, stapled to his head. I didn't see any staples. What are you talking about?
I know. And then I think Tony Schiavone doubled down on it on Collision and mentioned it again. It was stapled. But it says Forbidden Door in the creepy Darby font on there. So
okay. But didn't it seem like you wanted a match against Wheeler Yuta at Forbidden Door, even though clearly it's going to be against Moxley?
Right.
Also, still not very forbidden.
No, there's nothing forbidden about that.
I don't understand this show. It's like all in-house so far.
It's lost its luster a bit, and they've done that before with other events. I don't know if this is AEW
and I know the logic
behind
it. I know it's because of the G1. It's the G1's fault. Blame the G1. Or blame Forbidden Door for being so close to the G1. Because you can't promote matches if the guys are busy in the G1 and you don't even know if they're going to be cleared. So
the only other thing you could do is focus a little bit more on the light heavyweights, bring them over and start some stuff with those guys.
Why is Hiromu and El Desperado not wrestling here? Maybe they will. But then you could have brought them over earlier. Unless
should have been doing that.
Well, unless they were booked for the end of the G1, which I think they were.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They usually do the last few nights. They sort of start up the new feuds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
bad timing then. They need to reconsider when they're scheduling Forbidden Door in the future and not have it at the same time.
Exactly. G1. Too busy.
Or put some of your AEW guys in the G1 and then
trade.
Go figure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so here's the match we talked about. It's the 4-way qualifying match to get into the 4-way match. It's Alex Windsor versus Queen Aminata versus Sky Blue versus Billy Starks. Sees.
Okay.
Athena walks out with Billy Starks and says, "I'm gonna make sure you win, Billy." And then Tony Storm comes out too. Taz calls her a modern day Audrey
Oh,
Hepburn.
of course.
And he says, "Oh, you need to be over 70 to get that reference." And Tony
Taz.
Schiavone says, "I got that reference." Pretty funny.
That's good.
This match is not great at all.
Oh my God, they had
even-
issues. They had issues in this match.
It's not even mediocre. This is a bad match. Sky Blue is really green.
Oh,
and
what?
she
But her
makes
name's
everybody
Blue,
else
though.
look really bad.
Oh
She's blue-green, yeah.
my God, Sky Blue.
Billy Starks almost kills Sky with a somersault senton that lands right on her face. And that's not the last time that this happens this week when somebody does something to a face.
No.
And then here it is. This is the worst possible botch that I may have seen in over 40 years of
I
wrestling.
can't believe how bad. Like, we talked about how bad the Lyra thing was with the zip ties, and that was bad.
Yeah.
But this one, oh boy.
This is a different kind of bad. At least with that one, there's no excuse for any of them.
Well,
These are
she
all
was
just real bad.
panicking. This one was Sky Blue doing a move outside the ring, and you'll explain in a second. But then going, well, there's 4 of us. Like, in her head, I could see the wheels turning. Well, there's 4 of us in the match, so hopefully they're focused on them and not me. Because what happens here?
Sky Blue sets up a chair on the floor, and she's trying to deliver her Code Blue move to Queen Aminata. And if you haven't seen it, Code Blue is, I don't know, it's not a destroyer type move.
It's a sunset flip nonsense bomb.
Sunset flip where you're bombing them. So the way you set it up, though, is your opponent is bent over looking down, and you sort of sit on their back first, swing your legs around, and then flip through their legs to slam them. What happens here, though, is not that. What happens here is Sky couldn't even sit on Aminata's back without sliding off. It looked horrible. She slipped off once. Then she tries to get on her back again, and she's starting to slip, and so she just gives up on the whole move and says, I'm supposed to get hurt, so she smacks her own head onto the chair.
She stands
There's
there
no
for a
momentum.
second and dives her head into the chair for no reason.
Yeah, right. There's no momentum to it. There's no slip. There's no trip. She just says there's a chair there, and wham, smashes her head right into it.
You know, don't tell Aminata to push me into the chair or anything. Just do it yourself. Why not?
Aminata's still bent over waiting for to do the move, but it just happened without her.
This is so bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Not good.
It was embarrassing. In the ring, it's Alex Windsor and Billy Starks, and Athena tries to interfere, but Tony Storm pulls Athena off the apron and punches her. Then we just get a small package roll up by Alex Windsor, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So Alex Windsor advances to the next one.
Of course, who was going to advance? It was obvious.
Yeah. After that, we hear Mercedes Monet's music, and she comes out and she forces a stagehand to help her get into the ring. She takes off all of her belts. And Taz is funny. He goes, "Oh, I thought I saw the FTW belt in there." And then he goes, "Oh, but it's not."
It's not there.
Mercedes taunts Alex Windsor, so Tony gets into the ring, and then with her back turned, she doesn't see Athena climb the ropes, and she hits a Tony with the O-face.
Oh, no.
We get a backstabber from Mercedes to Windsor, and then Athena and Mercedes kiss, but Athena leaves. So
Yeah.
there's the attack. After commercial, we get another earlier today segment, and this time it's Renee backstage with the Young Bucks. Nick is angry because Renee doesn't show them the respect they deserve because they're still founding fathers.
Yep.
Matt yells at one of the production guys off screen because they want the Young Bucks. They demand their pyro. They want their music. They want all the other stuff they used to get during their entrances. And they even hand a script to the guy. And then Matt says, "Give this to Justin Roberts so that he introduces us properly." Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the setup.
He says, "Make him read this verbatim."
Make him read this word for word. Right, exactly.
That's what he said.
Now we go to live to Renee in the ring. If you weren't paying attention earlier, you'd think she teleported.
Yes.
But they did tell us earlier today. She introduces Don Callis and the new TNT champion. It's Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
I think he's got some new entrance graphics. I was thrown off guard here because he's wearing all black. And it looks like he's got a child's necktie on that only goes about 4 inches down his chest.
Yeah.
And it took a while before I realized, oh, it's because his tie was tucked into a black vest. So it just threw me off. They show us the bloody recap of the TNT title match against Dustin Rhodes. And meanwhile, we see two women are carrying a stretcher behind the Callis family. And on that stretcher are 3 title belts. Excalibur tells us that Dustin has to undergo double knee replacement surgery due to the violence of the match.
Yep. That's true.
Everybody
that's
gets
not
in the
because of the
ring.
match, but he is getting that surgery.
He's getting it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
There's a painting of something that's being covered with a black
God.
shroud in the ring. It's all set up and ready to go. You can imagine what this will be. Don Callis takes the microphone away from Renee and says, "Why am I building the largest numerical faction in the history of professional wrestling?" He says, very simple. It's all about power, because when you have the gold, you have the power. And he points to the 3 titles on the stretcher and he says, all of those belong to Okada. Those are his titles. And my favorite moment of the year was when Kyle Fletcher retired Dustin Rhodes. And Kyle then says Dustin got exactly what he deserved.
Oh.
He says, a 60-year-old man doesn't deserve to be in the ring with me. And who knows if we'll ever see Adam Cole again, thanks to me. So he's become the legend killer, I guess. I don't know what he is. He's retiring all the people.
Something like that.
Don Callis tells Kyle that, I know you're going to be the greatest TNT champ of all time, kid. So I want to memorialize you for all time right now.
Oh, boy.
He says, I spent 2 days painting a tribute to you. And here it is. And he removes the shroud off the painting. And here, it's exactly what you expected. It's a painting of Kyle, naked, standing up with the TNT belt blocking his wallabies. And Don stands next to him, also completely ripped in a tight tank top and jeans. You can see there's a screwdriver falling out of his left hand.
Which is ridiculous. I look closer. It's like photoshopped in there.
It's so funny. This is the gimmick he used to do with Kenny Omega, if you didn't know. But
oh, yeah.
Kyle says he wants to be a fighting champion for Don and the family, so he's going to defend his title on Collision this week. Okay. And he's going to be the TNT champion for a very long time.
And it's going to be an open challenge. It's going to be really exciting. When we watch Collision, we won't know who it is. Open challenge. Right. No, they spoil it. No. But also, oh my God, I'm going to forget to say it on Collision. Did you see on Collision that someone recreated this portrait, this commission painting, in stick figure form on a whiteboard?
Oh, yes.
Oh, right, my God, it was funny.
It was very funny. Yeah, they had a great sign of
they nailed it. They did it.
Nudity. Yep, it was funny. Backstage with Alicia and Edge, she tells him, she asks him, would you like to react to the whole thing that happened with Christian last week getting demolished by Nick Wayne and the matriarchy? Edge says, I don't know what to think. Christian has no remorse, so I don't know even what to tell you. And then Edge changes the subject to say he gets to face Stokely next week one-on-one. And if FTR interferes, then the restraining order against Edge is null and void, and he can do whatever he wants. Yeah. I don't know if that's how restraining orders work, but okay.
They say it does, so we'll just go with that. At least they're setting up the rule for it. So,
right. FTR, he says, FTR, you have to decide whether you want to feed Stokely to the wolves or attack me and get beat up. And I'm wondering, why are they afraid of one old guy? It's dumb. I don't like this. This is dumb. I like all the players in it. I just don't like this story. Okay, now we're going to go to a World Tag Team Title Eliminator Tournament match.
Okay.
This is Brodito, which is Bandito and Brody King, versus Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson.
Yep.
The winner of this match will face FTR to determine who gets the world title match at Forbidden Door.
Awesome.
The Young Bucks get their entrance music. There it is. Their video is back. Their entrance music is back. But as the LED screen starts to rise in front of them, it stops about a foot off the ground, and it just shuts down. So they have to crawl under the sign.
That was awesome.
And they're angry about that. Then Justin Roberts reads the note they wrote verbatim as commanded. And this is like the gimmick they used to do on BoJack all the time.
Oh, it's perfect.
Here's what he says.
Where you read it literally? Yes.
Yeah, they read it literally. Hey, Justin, ! Do you think you're funny? ? When you introduce us tonight, you introduce us the right way! ! You tell them where we are from, what we weigh, and what our names with the respect and dignity we deserve, so we don't look like jobbers.
That's awesome. So funny.
So they're angry about this. They're angry about everything. But Matt sort of collects them. He says, "Just forget it. Let's do our pose. Let's do our pose." So they do their pose, but instead of pyro, they get loud explosions that scare them half to death. And then they get two of those sad little Orange Cassidy Roman candles that just arc over their heads. And then the music changes to the goofy entrance that we heard before. The screen changes to the Comic Sans font and the generic music. The graphic on the screen introduces them as Max and Jeremy. If you remember, that was
old.
Their name in
Wow.
TNA. Yeah.
Generation
Me. Yeah.
When they
so
were
Max
when their
and
last
Jeremy.
name was Buck.
So now at this point, they are in full tantrum mode. They're flipping out, and the match starts. Schiavone mentions the word jobbers, and Taz says, "Oh, you're not supposed to say that word."
Oh, God.
Yeah, pretty funny. Here's something sneaky that happens. During the match, Excalibur announces Full Gear in November, hosted by The Rock. Did you know that?
Is that right?
The Rock is hosting Full Gear in November.
Is that right?
Oh, no, it's at the Prudential Center where you get a piece of The Rock.
Got it. Understood.
80s reference. Oh, Schiavone, you're so sneaky. Oh, that was Excalibur who did it. That's right.
Okay.
Max tries the "you can't escape" move with Brody, but he falls on his face. That was funny. The Young Bucks are in trouble. They want to do the EVP trigger, but again, they can't remember what to call it. They're not allowed to call it that, so they panic. In the end, they choose Young Bucks trigger, I think.
Terrible.
But Bandito ducks and they smash their knees. They do this fun move. I love this Brodito move. So Bandito launches off the second rope over the ropes out to the floor. And as he does that, Brody King yanks up on the rope, just catapulting him. It looked fantastic. I love that move. Then they try their catapult flippy move. That missed. What happens at the end? Meltzer driver, 1-2 no. Brody breaks it up. Death Valley driver from Brody to Matt. And then here it is. Now Nick and Bandito are balanced on the guardrail. Bandito press slams Nick onto Matt. Looked really neat. The balance and the strength at the same time. And then Brodito nails Matt with that top rope moonsault slam. Finally, they get their catapult move on Matt. 1-2-3. Brodito advances.
I like that.
It was a great match. I had a lot of fun with this.
Awesome. It was really good.
I love that catapult move where Bandito balances on Brody's feet like
great.
you did when you were a little kid and your parents would airplane you up.
It's great.
Only he's flipped around and he just flips him over. Super fast.
Love it.
Very cool match. Next up, it's a recap of MJF and Briscoe and their feud. MJF won the CMLL World title this past week.
Well, it's not the world title, but he calls it the world title.
Oh, it's not the world title? What title is this thing?
No, it's some other title, but he's saying it's the world title.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll look it up. I'll look up what it's actually called.
All right, cheater. All right. It's Renee backstage with the Hurt Business, Hurt Syndicate, whatever they're called. MVP congratulates
It's
Brodito.
the World Light Heavyweight Championship. So it's really their junior title.
Light.
And he's leaving all that out and just calling it the world title. I love it.
Good for him. That's what he should do. Yeah. MJF comes in and he wants to talk to MVP. So Lashley and Shelton leave. MJF says, "I don't need Lashley and Shelton. It's you and me, MVP. We can do this together. We can get my world title back." MVP cuts him off and says, "Look, Max, you are never concerned about we. You're only concerned about me.
Oh, boy.
And that's too much ego, even by my standards, because MVP, of course, is ego, man."
Yeah.
And he says, and because of that, boom. And he gives MJF the thumbs down.
Ooh.
Says, even though I love you like a little brother, you're out. MJF says, I get it. It's not personal, it's business. But MVP says, no, that's where you're wrong.
Oh, boy.
I hope you fail in your endeavor to get the world title, because if you succeed, Bobby Lashley will be coming for you, and it won't be business. It will be very personal.
Oh, yeah.
So MJF looks scared, and he shoves the camera away to end the segment.
Yeah.
Pretty cool segment.
Mm-hmm.
After commercial, Alicia's backstage with FTR and Stokely. Dax says, hey, this restraining order on Edge, it's for your own good, Edge, because we don't want to have to hurt you so bad that your daughters and your wife won't have you anymore.
Yikes.
He says, please, Adam, don't make us do this to you. Stoke calls Edge a bully and says, I'm short, I'm bald, and I can't get any women. Then he says, Edge's wife, Beth, has the head of a micro brawler.
What? Why would they say that?
I don't know. He says, I'll be happy to pin you next week, Edge.
Wow.
Funny. Video package of Swerve versus Kazuchika Okada. And this just makes me wish that Swerve had been in the G1 this year because, wow, what a bunch of great matches those would be. But this match is going to be good at Forbidden Door. Renee is on the ramp. She introduces Swerve, and he gives us a good promo. Not really a lot to it, though. More talking backstage. Alicia now talks to Mark Briscoe. In comes Hangman. He says he's always admired the Briscoes, but the man Mark has become in the last few years, he admires more. He says, Mark, I hope that you're the next man to challenge for this world title. And then Alicia does something new here, and she refers to it as the men's world title. So that was neat.
Okay.
At least she didn't say man's world title.
That's a good point.
After the commercial, we learn that Ohio is the heart of it all.
I don't think it is.
So there you go.
Okay.
Renee is backstage with Queen Aminata, and in comes Willow. Willow says she's sorry for Aminata and losing that match earlier, but we're going to team up on Collision, and we're going to take care of Julia and Tekla.
Okay.
And then in comes Chris Statlander, and she kind of insincerely says, oh, I love to see the women supporting women. Willow tells her, Statlander, you need to take it seriously. And Statlander throws a bunch of confetti in the air and then runs away.
Her character's dumb. Statlander doesn't make any sense anymore, and I don't like it.
Doesn't make any sense. Go back to being the alien and boop.
That was much better.
Time for the main event for Dynamite. It's MJF versus Mark Briscoe. This one goes out into the crowd very quickly. Briscoe sets up a table. Excalibur announces that Kyle Fletcher will defend the TNT title against Tomohiro Ishii.
Thanks for the big open challenge surprise. Great.
Right. You ruined it. Fight, fight, fight. Briscoe sets MJF on a table on the floor. Mark climbs to the top rope, but MJF rolls off the table. So he's going to try something again. We get super kick, and now Briscoe's got a bloody mouth. The Froggy Bow, is that what it's called? Froggy Bow elbow drop. He puts MJF on the table again. MJF moves again, but this time Mark jumps and goes through the table, shattering it. That'd look bad. The ref checks on MJF, who's holding his stomach. Heat Seeker, 1, 2, 3. MJF is your winner. Briscoe's foot was on the top row, was on the rope.
Was. The ref just never saw it, and MJF removed it. So,
yep.
So, okay, because that happened, does that mean Hangman has to give MJF the match or not? Because he was gonna, I think if this MJF beat Mark fairly, he might have said, fine, it's me and you.
Yeah, he did lead up to that when he said, if you want a title match, you have to beat him first.
Yeah, I don't know about that now.
But now you cheated, so maybe I don't have to give it to you. I don't know.
Okay.
After the match, MJF continues to punch Briscoe. He pulls out the dynamite diamond ring and knocks Briscoe out. And now out comes Hangman after all that.
Yeah.
He and MJF punch it out on the ramp. Security separates them. MJF leaves. Hangman goes to check on Briscoe, and then MJF comes back and starts taunting him. Hangman jumps the rail, and he attacks both MJF and security. He brings MJF back to ringside, throws him in the ring. He tries for the buckshot lariat, but MJF just runs away again. I guess they just needed extra time to fill. And the show ends there.
Yeah.
So that's your Dynamite.
Okay. Dynamite was pretty good.
Yeah, not a bad show.
I enjoyed that show.
I really liked that tag match. That was so much fun.
Oh,
probably my favorite
match
of the week so far.
Was really awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, normally right now we'd go and we'd do the... Oh, you know what? Let me read an email first. I was going to say we'd do SmackDown, but I think we're going to do it out of order so I can go next. But let's read this. So this is from someone. Didn't sign his name. We'll say it's from Mike. I desperately need a Roderick Strong versus Moxley feud so TK can recreate the X7 You Think You're Special video, but only with the Deborah McMichaels part and only Marina playing the Deborah role. Yikes. Okay. Oh, that would be, whoa. Okay, enough of that. I'm scared there. Let's read this one. This one's from Unmasked Masked Man. Good day, host. Last week I emailed in saying how much I loved the second night of SummerSlam. As you pooed all over it, you did bring up some good points. I had not watched any of the pre-shows or even any of night one. I did have a delicious dinner to go with it, watched it with friends, didn't have to take notes or pay attention to every word said by commentary. I also had many Larry-approved beverages. Oh, and I watched on a delay so I could skip all the downtime and advertisements. Wow, that's got to be way more fun then.
Yeah, you just solved the equation on how to enjoy
it. You did.
Yeah.
You watch it in a completely different way than the reviewers watch it. You are right. Or most live people watch it. All that said, I think you guys get fatigue in watching and note-taking, and you miss out on the fun sometime. No, okay, listen. Don't clump me into this because... Oh, he doesn't. He says, I know Joe, you Joe, not Samoa Joe. Or he says, Samoa Joe said that you still enjoyed the matches, but you both pooed all over it. Stop being so grumpy or I'm telling on you. Just kidding. It's your show and I listen every week. Okay, so yeah, to be fair, I liked it way more than Larry did, but I still had plenty of problems with it, and it was still far too long. For 2 days is too much. On Larry's It's a Clip Show Now monologue last week, he's got a great point. I rarely watch WWE anymore, and those clips still get into my feed, and this is how I watch the product outside the occasional pay-per-view. I don't get how this makes them money. It doesn't. But they're being talked about. Ad revenue, maybe? Barely. It's not much. Thanks for all you do, Unmasked Masked Man.
Right.
So, yeah, some points there. We have one more complaint.
I mean, you can get some decent YouTube revenue, but not at what they're expecting to get from it.
No.
If you're just like one person who's like, the YouTube influencer, and you do, a certain number of views, yeah, you'll get couple $1,000 for a video, but that's nothing to WWE.
Right.
So
what are they going to do with that?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Right.
One more complaint email from our favorite emailer, the guy that if you were famous and you were in New York and you were trying to be in a phone booth in like the 1980s, he would come up to the phone booth and bang on it and say, "Hey, can I get an autograph for my wife? How about an autograph for my wife?" And that's Silent Servant writes in and he says,
okay.
I finally get a chance to check out you on your show on YouTube. It's really missing an intro, you think? And why is your background distorted? He doesn't understand blur. I can't tell if he's being serious right now.
Oh,
we should be looking at your YouTube Stick'em Streaming Awards on the wall and have a Smart Wrestling Fan banner and such. At least call Boney the dog in the graphics department and have him attach a Smart Wrestling Fan digital logo on the bottom with the show number, perhaps an upcoming segment preview. Now all he's doing is just going, we should copy every other YouTube show out there. I don't want to do that. But anyway, he says, that would be pretty awesome. You realize this is in beta testing right now, right? And is there any chance you could stop doing the show at midnight? When do we do the show at midnight?
It's not midnight now.
When we do the show, I think maybe we did that once and that was midnight your time, but we do the show usually on Tuesday mornings. That's a morning. That's not midnight. It's usually like 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. He says,
just frame it like you're welcome. We took that suggestion and we.
Oh, look, we did it. We did it. We'll never do it at midnight again.
Yeah.
He says, please don't bury me for a periodic spelling grammatical blunder. I type these emails fast. Okay.
Real fast.
Oh, get this. P.S. Lay off CM Punk. He got screwed again. No, I'm glad he did. And then he says he doesn't want to pay $30 a month for streaming events. That's greed. So you're right. ESPN's pretty bad. Silent Servant.
Right.
Thank you for the complaints.
Thanks,
and
Silent Servant.
We'll just put them over here and ignore them. Okay. And then all right, let's do Collision instead of SmackDown next. So that way,
okay.
Even though it was on Saturday, no one cares. There's no real continuity.
Not really.
Oh, look, on commentary, Mole Man.
You gotta have the.
Oh, go ahead, please. Oh God, my ears. We probably should have tested the sound to make sure you weren't doubling the entire show. But you know what? If Hum Num Hum is just doubling on the entire show, that was a feature, not a bug. Yeah. That's just how he sounds now.
I have vocal powers.
We're gonna have to redo the whole show again.
Start over. All right. Dynamite.
I don't want to. We should check, though. Probably. No, let's not. You'd do the whole show again, right? We could recreate the
Dynamite
magic.
from Cleveland, Ohio.
No, the whole show, everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome, everyone, to episode number whatever. Oh, Collision. Mole Man from Fantastic Four is on commentary for some reason. I still don't know why.
This guy was great.
Oh, he's very funny. He's very, very funny. Did you hear what he said in real life in an interview? It was supposed to, so the Mole Man role was a secret role. He wasn't in the excuse me, he wasn't in the cast listing or anything, right?
Oh, even
so
more
it's a secret. He was interviewed and he said, I might have told like 70 or 80 people, like not joking. He said, I might have told like 70 or 80 random people, like just some fans, some family. And they thought he was joking. And he said, no, like told like a few dozen people like that I was Mole Man. Guess what? It didn't leak out. So congratulations. No one cared. So that's great.
No one cared. Yeah.
Yeah. TNT Open Challenge tonight. And yeah, we already knew it was Ishii. So thanks. Kyle Fletcher beats Ishii in a great match. By the way, this is condensed Collision because this show, no human being needed to see this show. Let me just say it right now.
Even though the match was fun, it wasn't.
It doesn't matter.
It wasn't necessary.
Guess what?
Viewing,
the match
right?
was really good, but no one cares. Then, okay, so Kyle wins and he goes, I want the best from New Japan to challenge me at Forbidden Door. And his new thing is say my full name. Kyle Fletcher. I thought we were already doing that. I don't understand what your full name is.
Is Protostar part of his full name now?
I mean, he didn't tell us. But then it gets weird because we go backstage and we get a Don Callis promo and he goes, send your best to Kyle Fletcher. Did they record this and then what was this? Because this show was live. Why would you? He said the same things Kyle said.
Yeah, they got something mixed up as far as communicating who's going to say what.
I don't understand. But he says, send your best to Kyle in Cincinnati. And I'm like, that's not Forbidden Door. What are you talking about?
WKRP.
In Cincinnati. Yeah. Oh, did you see when Lonnie Anderson died? People said WKRIP. Lonnie Anderson. It's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So
you can't be mad about that.
No, you can't. But okay. But then after he says that, we go back to the table and Tony Schiavone goes, oh, he didn't mean really send your best like they were going to have a match. He meant they could be eye to eye in the ring and then they're going to wrestle at Forbidden Door. But that's not what Don said. Kyle asked for a guy to show up to have a match.
Right.
Hold on. Let me go back and check. To challenge him for Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Don said send him to Cincinnati for a match. So what? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Then, Tony Schiavone's having his problems. So many problems, for the past few weeks. He says, next week on Dynamite, it's a technical spectacle. First of all, what? So I look at the graphic. It's a tag match. No. Even though it has a giant Collision logo in the middle and there's two guys on one side and two guys on the other, it is supposed to be a four-way match. Okay, I'm even more confused. But wait, Tony said next week on Dynamite, but the graphic says Collision.
Right, yeah.
By the way, it's Collision. Tony was wrong. It is a four-way match. Hechicero, Nigel McGuinness, wait, what? Lee Moriarty, and Daniel Garcia. Now, what do these guys get if they win? The winner, Tony says, gets a shot at the New Japan World Champion, Jack Sabre Jr. Okay, my head is about to explode at this point. So we got...
Yeah, me too.
He got the wrong show. He got the wrong champion's name. He
missed the name of the title.
He didn't say IWGP title. Let me ask you this. Why do you put a commentator in that match unless the commentator's winning? We're getting Zach.
Right.
Okay, so, yes, it will be a good match, but we're getting the best they have to offer of New Japan. Zack Sabre Jr. or Jack, as Tony says.
Right.
Against a commentator from AEW. Is that really what we're doing?
Right.
That's what we're doing.
And did Tony really say these are the top 4 technical wrestlers in the world?
He said the world, and Zack Saber's the number one. In fact, Bryan Danielson said he was.
Right, but he also said these other 4 guys are the top technical wrestlers in the world.
Yes, not Jack Saber
Hechicero,
Jr.
Nigel.
I'm saying Bryan Danielson said, okay, you beat me, Jack Saber. I mean, Zack Saber.
Jack.
You beat me, so you're the best technical wrestler in the world.
Mhm.
And Tony's saying that these 4 are, and he's including Daniel Garcia and Lee Moriarty in that list.
Oof.
And one of the best technical wrestlers in the world is retired and a commentator. I'm going to say no to all that.
What are we doing? Why is this match?
Yeah.
This is what you're doing on Forbidden Door?
And listen, I think Nigel could have a great Zack Saber match. I really do. But maybe I'm wrong and it's Hechicero, because Hechicero versus Saber is like mirror match of like the luchador bigger version of Zack Saber against Zack Saber. So that would be good too. I just know Liam Moriarty isn't winning, and if Daniel Garcia wins, I'm not going to be happy.
Not if it's for the IWGP World Title. No way.
Right. But
no way they put
again, why would you put Nigel in there unless he's winning? Doesn't make sense. Okay, so earlier today, Rickagoa, which is Ricochet and Gates of Agony, beat people up. Mm-hmm. No one cares. Uncaged Idiots talk. Okay, this is where I really see it. Every week I study Alicia Tootsville. She looks the male wrestlers up and down like they're pieces of meat. Watch her.
Ooh.
She first stares at their eyes and falls in love with them and wants to take them home.
Mm-hmm.
Then she looks them up and down and sees if they're worth it. I swear to God, I'm not making this. It sounds like I'm just messing around. But watch. Okay, how about this? I'm crazy. It's all in my head. You watch and you make the call, people. Okay. I think she's ready to leave MJF for Nick Wayne, I think. The way she was looking at him here. That's a little bad. That's a downgrade there. But not to her, downgrade. Because Nick Wayne's young and, well, never mind. Megan Bayne beats Already in the Ring Jobber. Okay, count the Jobber matches tonight, because that's the first one.
Right.
Yeah, because we've only had one match so far. So match 2, Jobber. Keith and Bill are backstage and they're mad at Gun Juice or Juice Gun or whatever their name is. Yet, when we go to the ring, the match is Juice Robinson, are you ready? Versus Ricochet. What?
Why?
And Juice isn't allowed to win singles matches, so Ricochet wins the match after Big Bill cheats.
Did you notice that, has Ricochet been doing this for a while, stealing the Combinacion Cabron move from Naito?
It's the first time I ever saw him do it. I know that the guy that stole it permanently is Dragon Lee, because his finisher is also, not that we ever see it because he didn't win matches, but his finisher is the Destino. So, and they call it like the Dragon Buster Roo or something. That's not what they call it. Max Caster talks about stuff. We're going to get more of that later. FTR and Stokely beat Already in the Ring Jobbers. So Stokely is injured.
More jobbers.
But he's magically healed when he needs to be. So that's it. Exactly. Gross Boring Daniel Garcia joins commentary. It is a pointless 4-man booth. Hechicero,
I don't even know.
With no Don Callis beats Already in the Ring AR Fox.
Wow.
Jobber match. Third one. Video about the Acclaimed that only exists on Collision and the internet about how they're doing a double turn. We get a very funny The Mask Harley Cameron video.
I loved this. This was so much fun.
She has a bandaged up face and she's watching how that happened, even though that wasn't how that happened. That was the fake part. But she's watching her match, and then she goes, it's watch The Mask. That's what it is. She goes in the closet and it's the mask's calling to her, and she gets stuck to her face, and then it's very funny and
very funny.
I like it. It's because it's Harley Cameron.
She's a treasure, and lock her up for a decade or more. She's a treasure.
I should. Spider Triangle or whatever they're called beats Ty Mello, Aminata, and Willow. There. Nothing to see there.
Yeah.
FTR and Stokely talk about Cope, and again, same stuff. Max Caster's in the ring for his challenge. And did you notice what it said behind him on the Tron? On the baseboard things?
No, what did it say? Tell me.
It said Mystico.
Oh.
So I'm waiting, and I'm like, did they just spoil that his challenger is Mystico? And then Shibata's music plays, and I'm like, why would it say Mystico behind him? But it's Shibata against Max, and guess what? Shibata's allowed to win a match. After Shibata wins, Tony Schiavone says, Shibata wins another match. So I checked. The last time Shibata won a singles match in AEW, 1 year ago, August 2024 against Jay Lethal.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Poor Shibata.
Yep. Beat down by LFI and Jet Speed come out for the save, and that leads to our main event. Hangman, what the F is he doing here? Oh, wait, it's his hometown. And Jet Speed, they beat LFI. But during this match, this was the key of the night. This was Nigel acknowledging how bad Tony Schiavone's been, because Mole Man's called a lot of funny things tonight. Also, he's called wrestling moves. He's like, look, it's Saito suplex. It's a gourd buster. It's this. So he's actually doing pretty good jokes. And then Nigel tries to do some really off color jokes, and he shuts him down. And then he says he took a dump in the back or something. Like Mole Man just turned into like that kind of humor. But by the end, Mole Man goes, wow, look at that in the ring. It's an assembly line of pain. And Tony Schiavone gets all excited by that. And he goes, wow, good call. Assembly line of pain. Write that down, Nigel. And Nigel looks at Tony and goes, you write that down. You're the one that struggles. Oh my God. Well, that's your...
that won't make him grumpier.
Not at all. That's your Collision. So that's... there you go. That's that.
How many Collision emails do you have waiting?
I have none Collision emails, so we're going to move right on to SmackDown.
Right on to SmackDown.
Which, for God's sake... Go ahead, play the music. Oh, it's a great song.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
For God's sake, what about SmackDown?
Nothing. I was just gonna say for God's sake, SmackDown's poopy. That's all.
It's great. Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah.
The show opens with the heart. I don't know how to say that in French.
Hartman Bell.
Help me on. Ha ha.
There you go.
The show opens up with a SummerSlam recap of Brock Lesnar's return. Then we go to the arena, and it's John Cena's music. The plain black graphics appear, and then it switched to the bright red, because he's a face now, you see?
Yes.
The crowd chants for Cena really loudly. I can't tell if it's real or if they're piping it in.
No, it's real. It's very real.
Cena says that WWE was afraid to come to Montreal because you know why. And the fans might hijack the show.
Controversy. And I'm thinking, you mean Montreal Screwjob? And he's like, no, the fans hijacked the show. And I'm like, yeah, they talked about that all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying something forbidden.
He says he's not afraid of that because the audience is the show.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, are the audience.
Okay.
It's full-on pandering, which Cena does best.
It's just
he
wonderful.
has 11 appearances after tonight.
That's all.
And he admits that he's afraid that whatever he gives, it won't be enough. He's afraid he'll be forgotten when WWE moves on, and the crowd's like, no, you won't. We will remember you.
Did he ever say he's sorry to the fans for making fun of them and the children and all that?
Not a time.
Wow, then he's a sociopath. Okay, got it. Just checking.
Newsflash. He's even afraid of Brock Lesnar. But he's not going to back down because anybody who wants some, come get some. And then out comes a YouTube scumbag, and he says he's lost all respect for Cena because Cena switched it up. The crowd chants F you to the scumbag, and USA Network has to censor it, of course.
Yep.
YouTube gets in the ring, and Cena says, hey, sociopath, you might have just made the biggest mistake of your life. And then the sociopath says, you mean a bigger mistake than making a joke out of someone ending their own life in Japan? And Cena says, yes, a bigger
I wish
mistake
they would have
than
said that. Oh, my God.
Sociopath quotes Cena saying, I do WWE better than any pro wrestler.
Okay, Cena said that when he was a lying heel.
Yeah. And Cena says, you know what? Sociopath, you're the biggest dummy that I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Sociopath says, the crowd isn't the show, I'm the show. And I want a match with Cena in a beautiful French-speaking country. And the crowd gets excited, and he says, but not Montreal.
Oh.
I want it at Clash in Paris.
And that's where I went, I know that it was supposed to be Brock and Cena there.
It
That's
seems like
one
what
of
it was
Brock's
supposed to be.
appearances. So is
Right.
Brock going to be there just to beat up Cena again after the match? Probably.
Seems like it.
Wow. Well, you know what? What people might not know is that Brock's been being paid this whole time when he wasn't there. They just kept him off of TV for legal reasons. So
Right. But
They're
what
already paying
currency
him.
were they paying him in, Joe?
not people.
You can see my eyebrows going up and down.
I hope not people.
How
People's
much
not a
traffic
currency. That's
bucks?
not good.
Oy. Out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre shows up, and they both beat up John Cena, and out comes Cody for the save. So guess what kind of tag match we're getting tonight? This one.
Yep.
This is what they always do.
Don't want it. Straight up tag match. I don't want it.
Yep. And Cody didn't even get to say a word. That was funny. He's
Yeah.
the champion, but he's not allowed to speak.
No,
That's fine. I didn't really want to listen to him.
I don't
'cause
either.
That would have taken another 20
That's
minutes.
true.
Now we get introduced to our commentary, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett.
Yep.
And we go backstage. It's an interview with Motor City Machine Guns. Tonight, they're going to fight against the MFTs, and their road to the top begins again tonight.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. So here's the tag match. It's Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin versus the MFTs. That's Jeff Cobb and Hikuleo. I refuse to say their new dumb names.
That's fair.
Solo Sikoa. Yeah, Solo Sikoa and Tongaloa joined the MFTs. And I thought that Jefu Kabu was from Guam or he was Filipino or something, but now he's Tongan, or the T doesn't stand for Tongan.
They
It
just
just
added
stands
it
for
like
T.
that. They just changed it.
Right.
The T's supposed to stand for
Vince is-
tree, by the way.
Vince's
That's a
ghost
lie.
is there. Yeah.
I think so.
It's great to see these guys, though. I've always liked Jeff Cobb. He was one of my favorites in Lucha Underground and New Japan.
Yeah.
And we didn't really get to see a lot of Hikuleo in New Japan because he was young and in the strong division.
Yeah.
But here he is now. The Machine Guns have been great for decades, and I even liked when they did some solo stuff.
Solo Sokoa
but
stuff,
here we-
not me.
The solo Sikoa stuff. Here it is. This match ends really quickly. It's a choke slam from Hikuleo to Alex Shelley. 1, 2, 3.
Jeez, wow.
During the match, we got a commercial for the Rainmaker, and I was hoping for Okada, but it
Yeah,
wasn't.
different Rainmaker.
After the match,
Thank the Rainmaker, though, because that's the reason that SmackDown's back to 2 hours.
that's right. Yeah, thank you, Rainmaker. That's right. You mentioned that a month ago.
Debuts this
After the
weekend,
match-
this Friday.
Solo says, "Hey, I'm all dressed up, but there's nobody to fight. So we're going to leave this crappy city." And out comes Nick Aldis, and he says, "I've got a special guest for you who's ready to fight right now. It's somebody that Montreal knows very well, and it's Sami Zayn."
Okay.
The crowd sings his song, and we go to commercial, and when we come back, it's a match. Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa.
Okay.
Sammy, he clotheslines Solo over the top rope, but for some reason, Solo can't take the move properly, flipping over backwards like normal people.
No.
And instead, he has to turn around and just dive over the top. Can't stand it when the guys do it that way. Hikuleo interferes, and when the ref isn't looking, and now anyone who's watching this live is wasting a lot of their life.
Yeah.
More interference, more distractions. Sammy just rolls Solo up in a schoolboy 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that would mean Sammy gets a U.S. title shot, right? I don't know.
In France, probably, right?
I assume so, yeah.
Backstage with Charlotte and Alexa. Charlotte says, "Hey, I saw on the company calendar that it's your birthday tomorrow, Alexa. I didn't know that, but somebody else told me that. So I got you a gift." And Alexa says, "All right, let's have it." And Charlotte says, "No, I have to give it to you in front of the people."
Oh, boy.
So we'll see that later. And here it is, Joe. After this commercial, we see the headline that announces ESPN will stream WrestleMania beginning next year.
Yep.
And all the other things.
Every show, yeah.
Then the Wyatt Six hijacked the broadcast with a grainy video, but it's awfully convenient that they waited until Tessitore was finished promoting the ESPN part.
That's true.
Right when he's done with his skit, they clock in and hijack because that's how it usually
They have nothing to say.
Nope, they say nothing. Howdy says, "You'll never lead us astray, and we always speak truth.
It's meaningless.
Our story has only just begun."
Yeah, right.
And that's it. Maniacal laughter at the end. This used to be fun. Remember when we
It
would
was
find the
so
clues
fun.
and look up the websites and hack
Now
the-
it's nothing.
Yeah, now it's just we had so much fun going and looking at the code of the websites and finding
Because the
things
potential was all there, and then they were like, let's just dial it back.
right. They're like, oh, that's all the Bray ideas that we found on scratch paper. So
That's
I guess
it.
we're done.
We're done.
Backstage with the Street Profits and whatever her. Oh, that's B-Fab. The last of the great.
The last person standing from Hero is B-Fab, everybody.
Montez Ford has an ice pack on his shoulder, and I don't know why. Was there a dark match that we missed? Why is he icing his shoulder?
I don't know.
He's just there
I
with
have
the shirt
no
off and an
idea.
ice pack. He didn't. I don't know. In comes DIY. Chompy looks weird without his beard. I'm
He does.
really depressed and sad that you couldn't, stick with it, Chompy. The pressure was too
I
much.
heard that
for
you were going to shave your beard for next week so you could look like Chompy.
No, I don't want to do that.
That's what I heard.
I want
It's a
Chompy.
rumor.
Could be.
Yeah.
Not happening. Maybe. He says it's the Street
Somebody
Profits'
donate
fault.
$777 for Hum Num and Hum to shave his beard. It's like 50 feet long.
Do I have to shave it to the bone like what's his face in New Japan?
Yeah, you have to start over.
Like Shota?
You have to reset.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll get paid
He
handsomely,
says-
though.
Handsomely.
That's what they say when
I
you
did
shave
get a new
beard.
job, Joe. I got hired at a casino here locally.
Did you
I'm
really?
gonna be Yeah, I did.
I thought
I'm
you
gonna
said that
be-
was like a dream thing, like it wasn't real.
It did happen. So I'm gonna be dealing cards and dice and all
I
that
can't
stuff.
tell if you're being serious.
I am serious. I've got my I have
Like
to
a
fill out my-
second job, or that's your real job now?
It's a second job
Okay,
until I can
second
quit
job.
my first job.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I have to get my gaming commission
Got it.
license.
Well, then
so
do
that
the
I can
lucky
that.
lucky diamond in the 5th race. Do the 777 donation, and we'll do it.
There it is.
That's it.
What happens? Oh, Chompy says it's the Street Profits' fault that we lost our titles to the Wyatts,
Yes.
and they blame the Street Profits for the huge bruise on Candace's thigh butt.
Yeah. It's...
Chompy grabs the ice pack from Montez and puts it on Candace's thigh.
So that's it. That was the answer. That's the only reason he had it for that
That's
spot.
why they had to have it there. B-Fab gets to speak, and she says it was DIY's fault that Candace fell.
Okay.
And then Johnny Gargano says, "You don't know how dominoes work." And somewhere
Okay, that was
in-
kind of funny.
Yeah, but somewhere down the hallway, I can hear Vince's voice making some kind of a racist joke.
I know, of course he did.
This escalates into yelling, and Nick Aldis runs in conveniently. He heard some yelling, and so he books matches whenever he hears yelling. So they're going to have a match sometime next week.
I don't want that.
Next up, here now we're back in the ring. Now it's time for the big birthday. It's
Okay.
Charlotte and Alexa. They're in the ring. The ring has black carpet in it. The ring, not Charlotte and Alexa. I don't know anything about their carpet. Anyway, there are
Yikes!
two really tall tables in the ring, covered in tablecloths. On the left table is a giant sheet cake. On the right table is a big, clumsily wrapped present with a bow. Charlotte says, "I could have made this all about myself, but I decided to be gracious and share the spotlight
Oh,
with
like
you,
how she
Alexa."
is. Yeah.
And she points to the cake, and it's probably the ugliest decorated cake
It
you've ever
looks
seen.
like a child did it. Yeah.
It's white. It's got some confetti sprinkles. It looks like one of those really gifted artists who just hurl buckets of paint into a ceiling fan and whatever lands.
I don't know if it's
art.
even that good.
Maybe not, yeah. On the cake, also in some uneven red goo, we see the words, "Congratulations, Charlotte Flair," and then beneath that in tiny font, it says, "And Alexa, P.S. Happy birthday."
Wow.
So it's obvious there what's happening. Charlotte says, "I have one more present that made me think about myself. I mean,
my
us."
God.
And Alexa says, "You don't need to do that," and shoves the present over to Charlotte. Charlotte shoves it back and says, "Yes, I did." And we go back and forth with the shoving. Finally, Charlotte opens the present, and it's a Lily doll with a "We're Not
Well,
Friends"
it's not.
t-shirt.
It's not Lily. That's the thing.
Right. It was from off screen, so you thought it came from the present, but it wasn't. She just happened to have that there.
Yeah.
So then she opens the
It's
present
I'm
for
sorry.
real.
It is Lily, but Lily, it's just basically a T-shirt. It's not like a new Lily. It's a T-shirt. So she had this.
Yeah.
So wait. So she stole Alexa's Lily to put a T-shirt on
Yes.
it. Doesn't that
Right.
sound dangerous? Knowing Alexa's
seems like-
past.
Yeah, you probably don't want to mess with the the Lily.
Unless this is a totally
yeah.
different Lily, which I don't know. So, okay, whatever.
You could buy one on the shop, right? Aren't they on sale right now?
You can, yeah. So it could be that. Okay, maybe it's that.
So she put the We're Not Friends t-shirt on the Lily doll. And then inside the gift, it's the Charlie doll that Alexa gave to Charlotte a few years ago.
Looks like the other Lily that used to exist that was hideous. Not like this new stylized one that's like an anime doll.
Right.
The other one was horrible looking. And so this is
scary.
This is that old scary one. So this is Charlotte trying to open a portal to like with demons and what is she doing? Why would you do this? Why would you give this back to her?
She's got the Necronomicon.
I don't like this. She's messing around with trouble here.
Right. Well, this doll has the We're Not Friends t-shirt on it also. So what's going to happen there? Alexa sincerely seems thankful with this.
Well, almost like, almost in a way where you would think like if they were writing something for this, that Alexa's like, oh, that's what I needed. The perfect thing to torture you for life and ruin your career, Charlotte, is this doll. Thanks for giving me the missing piece. It almost came across to me like that, but that's if they're writing things, which I don't know that they're doing.
They're not.
So,
I don't have any reason to believe they are writing.
Right.
Charlotte says, you know what? I need more than a thank you from you. And she says, you may hug the queen, Lexi.
Nobody wants to do that. Sorry.
Right. Before they can hug, and it gets interrupted because out comes Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervis. She makes fun of the Montreal hockey team. Charlotte wants a match with Chelsea tonight. Chelsea tries to believe, but here's Nick Aldis. He appears by magic again. He says, I have a gift for you, Alexa. It's a brand new referee. And there's a ref standing there with a bow on his shirt. So there's some more human trafficking taking place.
That's scary.
And up next, it's the match. It's really not, though, because after commercial, we don't get the match. It's Carmelo and Carmelo Mello is money.
Mello's money.
He's knocking on Nick Aldis's door. He wants to talk to Nick Aldis, but Miz answers the door. He was in the office there. And Mello is angry at Miz because you didn't help me and I want a U.S. title match. And Miz says, no, I already got us a tag team match because he's lying here.
Yeah, he is,
as Mello leaves,
weird.
Yeah. As Mello leaves, Nick Aldis comes back from where he was, the ring, I guess. And Miz says, hey, can we talk in your office? Because now he has to ask.
Isn't that weird? Why is he doing that?
Why was he in the... Yeah. He's holding Mello down. And he's trying to ride Mello to the moon or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's going on here? Now we're getting the match. It's Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green. And I thought, is this a bra and panties match? Because, wow, Charlotte's just wearing nothing.
Sometimes she does that. Well, not usually, but...
It's a horrible match. Charlotte does this cartwheel clothesline, and it's really stupid because it's slow. Chelsea has to basically bounce off the ropes and then stop and run again. So the
problem with this is we're watching a lot of New Japan, watching the G1. To go from that to this, like to go from that to what I did, which was Raw, the EO versus Roxanne match. It's like you're watching a molasses dipped turtle wrestle another molasses dipped turtle. It's like so slow, and you're like, are they going at regular speed?
It's
weird.
It's tough. What happens? We get a superplex. Chelsea asks the Hervis to bring the cake and slide it into the ring, so they did.
The way they did it was so weird.
Yeah, they had one person grabbing another person's legs and like laddering it into the ring.
Piper used Alba as like a pizza platter. What's that called? Pizza paddle, like to grow in there and grab her out. It was super weird.
Yeah. Charlotte unprettiers Chelsea's face into the cake. Of course, Chelsea's going to have to eat the cake as usual. Tessitore goes nuts, screaming with joy.
Okay,
it's over.
Listen to this. If you listen to our shows, you know that Tessitore's got issues where, yes, he's a great sportscaster or whatever, but when he does wrestling, he always sounds bored. He always sounds like he's calling golf and he's about to fall asleep. But then when he gets excited, though, this week was the most insincere screaming and yelling and pretending to be excited I've ever heard him do. This was the week for it. If you go, this is the SmackDown template for how Tessitore is a big phony and doesn't care one bit about wrestling. And I know he does like wrestling, but when he's forced to emote over it, he cannot. his
Right,
his excited voice this week is just pure screaming at the top of his lungs. It's awful.
I was not prepared, and you're right. There were moments where I was just like, "Whoa, who is this?
Calm
Can
down,
you
dude.
Please just
We know
settle
you're not
down. There's no
doing
way.
this for real. Just please stop
Right.
this.
Like, there's no way you're this excited about somebody getting cake in the face.
And there's got to
no
be
way.
something in between that and golf like chatter.
Right.
There's a middle ground. He just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, figure 8. Chelsea taps out, of course.
of course.
Okay.
Why
now we go
why didn't
backstage.
she tap out in the cake? Like smashing the
Let's
cake.
splash
with
it
her hand?
everywhere?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Well,
Yeah. Should have done that.
should have done it.
Backstage now, it's Tiffany Stratton, and she says she's going to keep her title and she's going to defend it. Okay.
She comes
This-
across
this
as brain
segment-
dead in this segment.
This whole segment is brain dead, Joe. In comes Jade. Jade shows us her mastery of English grammar when she says,
God.
word for word, she says, "Be thankful that your foot found the rope, or you'll be standing here empty-handed.
That makes no
and
sense.
I'll be shining my new title."
Okay, none of that makes sense. Also, Larry didn't mention it when we reviewed SummerSlam, but that spot was Jade doing the deep hook of the leg and grabbing Tiffany's leg and then weaving it into the ropes on purpose. Like, it was such a bad spot, and I'm mad that
Right.
Larry missed it, but
Right.
it's okay. I'm sorry.
Tiffany calls it the woman's title. In comes Kiana James with Julia, the women's U.S. champion. And you know how I know she's the women's champion, Joe?
Because she has one AWU, because it says it on the screen.
Because it says it right there on the screen.
Yeah.
It says women's champion.
Yeah,
Not
because you
woman.
can read.
Kiana James, she can read.
Yeah.
Kiana James
you
gives
can.
Jade a business card
Yes.
and says, "Hey, I'd like to offer you my help to get the woman's title, the women's title, Jade."
Yeah.
Jade says, "You know what? I'll do it on my time, my way." I don't know what that means.
But then why didn't she
I
rip
guess
up
that
the
means
card? Other than this
Right,
next
she
thing in
takes-
the future that she didn't know about, supposedly.
Right. It's another thing like the ice pack.
It
We
is.
We had to segue.
But it made Jake's character
So-
seem stupid because Jade should never want help like that, ever.
Right. I don't need your help, but I'll take your card. Kiana tells her, hang on to that card anyway, and then Kiana and Julia leave. In comes the old Jade and asks new Jade, "Hey, are you going to do something with that?" New Jade
That's
says
what Meechin
no
said.
and gives, Meechin, and gives the card to old Jade Meechin.
Yes.
Meechin says, "I'm going to call Kiana and get a U.S. title match."
Okay.
And I feel exponentially stupider for having watched
The segment
and
was
giving any
stupid.
attention to this segment.
It's very sad. Oh, but dumber than that somehow, without all the stupid,
maybe-
is this next part.
Maybe this next part will make up for it.
Nope.
After commercial, we see John Cena on the cover of People magazine,
Okay.
and the headline reads, "John Cena, more than a tough guy. The superstar gets vulnerable."
Oh, boy.
And then in smaller print, the Peacemaker star opens up about his rise from bullied kid to WWE champion, and now he's putting his health and 4-year marriage first as he nears retirement from the ring.
That's a lot of words.
Right. And I think we all have a pretty good idea of what a John Cena marriage looks like.
We do.
And who he's really putting first.
It's not good.
Allegedly.
I-
Now, video package of Aleister Black. He says, "There's no such thing as good and evil." And then in the next sentence, he says, "Do you want to know the difference between good and evil?"
He sure does. This is a pre-recorded backstage video, like a vignette that they made. They produced this. And those are the words that they wrote for him. And he says them and goes, wait. He doesn't go, wait, that doesn't make sense. He just reads them.
Yeah. "Hey, scriptwriter, do you think I should probably contradict myself right
What's
now?"
worse? What's worse? AW, because they're the same guy, basically. What's worse? Aleister Black coming back to WWE or Rusev coming back to WWE?
How do you decide?
There's
what's
no
worse? It's the
answer.
same
You're right.
thing.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing. This is terrible. They hired them back without any idea whatsoever as to what to
Right.
do with them. They just knew they were miserable in AEW and wanted to get them away from TK. Gross.
But they were garbage in AEW, and now they're garbage here. So
Yes!
who cares?
But this,
Yeah.
I don't want this. This is wasting my
either.
time. Aleister Black,
And both
go away.
Both of these guys, in history, we've enjoyed them immensely.
And
different
when they're
parts of their
used
career.
right,
Yeah.
but if you don't know how to use them, don't hire them.
Aleister Black in
Oh my God.
NXT was fantastic.
I loved
and
it.
Fun. Rusev Day was just a lot of fun. And now, nothing.
Yep.
Aleister murders grammar a little bit because why not? He says, a eye for a head and a eye for a limb.
But he didn't start like that. First he said an eye. Then he changed it to AI again 2 times. But that plus...
There it is, AI.
AI, we always
is writing this.
I'll tell you what. That plus there's no such thing as... There's no difference between... There is no good and evil. I'll tell you the difference between them.
Yeah.
It's like AI plus aliens plus Vince McMahon wrote this. This is terrible.
Wrote this, yeah. Right. He mentions Damian Priest. I broke his jaw, and that's the way it goes. So that's the end of that. Now, backstage, it's John Cena walking. He stops and he looks to his left, and in walks R-Truth. They look each other up and down. They do that old Marx Brothers duck soup
The
mirror
Marx
routine.
Brothers Patty Duke mirror routine. And
Charlie Chaplin.
All the old classic comedians and black and white stars, they do the gimmick. What I didn't like was everything after this.
Right. Truth yells, "You back. You really back.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. If you back, then I'm back." And he clicks his heels and he celebrates. He hugs John Cena.
Okay, number one.
And then-
does that mean, before the stupid part, does that mean that you're back so I'm back, meaning Truth is back and not Ron Killings, and he's gonna be fun again? Because right now, he's not only not fun, he's not even on TV more than 5 seconds.
Right.
But then it happens. What does Cena do?
I think to answer your question, we're getting R-Truth back because he clicked his heels, and that tells me that's who we're getting. Fun.
I think,
R-Truth.
but we'll see.
So after then, Cena decides, I'm going to gaslight R-Truth because he says, R-Truth, I was really worried about you.
Yeah, you are not kidding.
You changed your hair, and you were really mean to people, but it's good to have Truth back. And Cena leaves, and Truth's face is like, what?
So basically what Cena did was they did worse than my whole heel turn was a dream sequence. Cena now pushed it on to what we're supposed to believe is a mentally deficient man who already has problems with reality.
Yeah. Right.
And Cena made him think he did all those things.
Right. Whew. It was...
I don't know what to make of that.
Taking advantage of him and manipulating him in this way. Oh, it was bad.
Now, if you're going to, again, use that and make that a character for Truth where he now thinks he really did do that, and that makes him a heel, by all means. But it doesn't feel like they wrote anything at all.
But how can Cena be a face after he does that? Like, that's the...
He can't, but they'd forget that part. They'd drop that part. They'd have a draft and put them on different shows or whatever, which doesn't matter what show. Cena's on both. But I don't know. I'm looking for something good for SmackDown. It's just not there.
No.
It doesn't exist.
Nope. Well, let's go to the main event and be done with it. This is our main event. It's YouTube Scum teaming with Drew McIntyre versus John Cena and Cody Rhodes. And I skipped all the entrances because I've already seen them, and I waste enough of my life as it is.
This match is pointless. This is nothing. Right.
Oh, and Tessitore. Joe, he's been watching New Japan because he gives us a bus stop speech for Cody Rhodes.
He did give one.
And now, if you don't know what a bus stop speech is, then you need to toss a few more dollars at Smart Wrestling Fans and become a Patreon.
Go listen to our coverage of New
Japan.
Yes, because we explain it in detail every week. But yeah, he's doing that. But with Tessitore, guess what? He didn't write it. This is just him looking down at the paper and reading exactly what they're telling him to read, which is with no emotion whatsoever. And he's just like, these are words I'm saying, but I say it like this, so it sounds important.
Right. Okay. Exactly. This match, the crowd gets really profane again. Nobody likes the YouTube stain.
No.
And Cena prepares for his knuckle shuffle. And why is the camera guy standing on the apron for this? Or is he just holding the camera really high between the top two ropes? I don't know. It's a weird angle. We get an AA, but Drew McIntyre breaks up the pin attempt. No Claymore. Cody interrupts that. Tope suicida, but Drew will not fall backwards into the announce table. That was really weird. He was supposed to fall backwards, but he didn't. I wonder why. There's a low blow by the YouTube moron. Then we get a disqualification in your main event.
Waste of time.
That? Yep. He chases John Cena back to the locker room, and that's it. We don't see any more John Cena tonight. At ringside, Cody is beating up Drew.
By the way, real quick, we won't copy paste that with a tag team match on Raw where they're going to end with DQ. They would never do that.
They would never do that.
No.
Cody clears the announce desk, and Drew hits Cody with the title. And then as Cody is prepping for something off screen, it takes a while. Drew stares longingly at the title. And then he sees Cody's on the ground. So he does a low drop kick, kind of breaking Cody through the front wall of the announce table. And that was kind of a new sort of thing I haven't seen before. But it explains why Drew didn't fall into the table earlier, because it was gimmicked up.
Yeah.
And that's it. Total match time for
the
this
low drop kick,
SmackDown
by the way, is supposed to be the Claymore. So.
Oh, that was a Claymore?
Yeah.
A low Claymore.
Yeah.
Total match time. Just under 36 minutes for a 2-hour SmackDown.
And that's good for SmackDown.
That's good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And we had a disqualification in the main event. So
that's
awesome.
SmackDown.
I'm sure Raw will be better.
Sucked.
I'm sure there won't be any disqualifications on Raw.
Why don't we go right into Raw so we can find out? Because Raw is live from Quebec City, in fact. And Cole says, I keep forgetting we have music.
I can't do it anymore.
Wow. Okay.
We're done.
That was the qualityest one there is. Qualityest is my new favorite word.
It goes with the show.
It does. With our great intro. But Cole says Naomi isn't cleared, so we're not getting Io versus Naomi for the world title tonight. And I'm like, what? By the way, still don't know what's wrong with Naomi. And
no news at all?
Well, usually when you don't find out when it's a woman, it's, it's an issue.
Something womanly.
It's a personal issue that she's having. Yeah. Not that that's what necessarily it is, but a lot of times that's what it'll be. If they don't come out and say like it's a knee injury or it's whatever, it's one of two things with a woman. She is having personal issues, medical issues, or it's a concussion. But I don't know that she's done anything to get concussed. She did a video where she was on a scooter and she flew off the front of it. Could that be?
Ooh.
She's a wrestler. She could land properly. I don't know. I don't buy that one. Anyway, Punk comes out to the ring to open the show. He panders. He says he's angry he's not champion. He says, I have a Seth Rollins problem. He says he's possessed. And then he says, I hate the player, not the game. I think it's only Psycho would say that instead of the other way around. Yeah. He cries and whines about how Rollins won the title. Remember that because that's important. And then he says he's going to break Rollins' legs off. And then he says he doesn't say off. He just says breaks them. And then LA Knight comes out to interrupt. And they shake hands. Do you know why?
No.
Sometimes they do a weird, and they haven't done this in a long time. They'll do a weird quick respect thing to show you that you're not supposed to boo one over the other.
Okay.
My guess, this Punk suggested it because he was afraid that the crowd would like, yeah, more than him. But I didn't hear that officially, though. No one actually told me that. But I've been told other things about Punk before where he asks for certain parameters when they go out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, and one was very similar to this. So I'm going to guess that it's possible. But yeah, so they shake hands so that you understand this isn't a feud. This is, this is something else. So,
right.
LA Knight says, listen, you deserve your 5-minute reign or whatever. You do deserve a title rematch, but you ruined my title shot last week. So I get my match first. And Punk says, oh, I didn't hear you say thank you when I came out and got you disqualified. I saved your life and your career. You were dead. When was that? He was in a match.
At what point? What point
you
was he
got
in
the
trouble
curb
for his
stomped
life?
to some concrete or something, and so you were dead. So I saved your life. By the way, life and career, not career in your life and maybe your life, but he said it backwards.
Your life and your career.
Guess what, Punk? Mr. Pathological Liar. That's not real. So he says, so get back to the back of the line. So LA Knight rambles on and on about, I don't even care. And Paul Heyman comes out to interrupt. Thank God he saved us. So, or thank Paul. And he comes out with Braun and the new shoe La Fala. That's like 4 shoes now.
Love it.
4 shoes deep.
So funny.
He calls himself the Adorable Oracle, which is amazing. And he says, whatever you do, LA Knight, do not trade favors with CM Punk. It will cost you everything, which we learned with Heyman. And Punk then goes, oh, Paul, you crybaby. You were just crying and whining in the ring. Now, here's another thing to study. If you like psychology like me and you like to pick out who's the who's lying, who's the sociopath, who's this, who's that. Okay, so I do a little dabbling in psychology in my college courses because I'm such a I have a degree in that. Apparently I don't. But what I do enjoy is reading people and seeing if they're telling me the truth and things like that. So watch Punk's face. This is a good study here. Watch Punk's face when he calls Heyman a crybaby. You can, if you look close enough, you can see the wheels turning in his head, that he is self-aware that he's saying a hypocritical thing, and maybe not even in real life, but that his character just whined and now he's calling out a whiner, and he sees it in his head that people are going to call me out on being hypocritical. You can see it all in his face in this segment.
There's some
if you know what to look for. Oh, there is. He sees it.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
He goes, oh, but I just, okay, never mind. And he just keeps going.
Get out of this.
It's amazing. But anyway, Heyman says there's going to be a tag match with all you guys tonight. And Punk says yes. And LA Knight says, you don't speak for me. Yes.
Yes.
And this was awesome. Braun Breaker looks
I hope
in
you're
the
going
ring.
to talk up.
Yes, he's so funny. He is so funny. He looks in the ring and he goes to Punk. He goes, what? You're 47. What are you going to do? And he looks at LA Knight and he goes, and you're 40. You're 100 years old combined. So Steiner math says 87 is 100. That's awesome.
I love this Steiner math. Can we keep with this going? I hope this is something.
It's so
Are they going to keep doing this, or was this just off the cuff?
Listen, it was off the cuff. Listen, I'm not a big Braun Breaker fan, but he is convincing me that there's talent there.
Right.
He's convincing me.
It's scary because you can see the Steiner in him, and that scares me.
Right, because if he's like his
Rick
dad,
part.
It's bad. If he's like his uncle, it's at least entertaining. So yeah, it's there though. Now we're in the Judgment Day lair. Balor. He calls it the woman title. Smack Balor around.
Come on, man.
Dom brings El Grande in, the Kaiser edition. And Balor's like, hey, Dom, can I talk to you? I don't think anybody really wants him here. And Dom's like, no, listen, it's all cool. And he's probably going to help me or something. And Balor's like, yeah, maybe you can bring home that mega title into the group. And Dominic's like, yeah. Oh my God, if this pans out somehow.
Did you see them in the background playing darts or whatever they were doing?
Oh, they're hilarious.
Oh man, it's so funny.
Yes, these segments are always fun.
I never thought I'd like the Judgment Day, but this is just so
they're
fun.
Gold. They really are. And then Raquel and Roxanne leave to talk to the fake GM about something. So AJ Styles and Already in the Ring Dragon Lee against Already in the Ringside Del Grande and Dominic in a tag team match. Oh, look, Buffoon Lee Fitting puts the graphic up. By the way, if you didn't hear last week's show, we banned walking. So anytime in the beginning at the arrivals and the walking, I'm sure you know, we don't talk about that anymore. If they walk during the show, we can talk about it. But if it's at the beginning, we just don't mention it at all. So did they walk on SmackDown? Because they didn't walk on Raw.
Not at the beginning. No, we didn't have a walking segment.
So they just skipped it this week. Okay.
Right.
He's like,
I guess they heard they were getting banned.
Maybe he did. I don't know. But
cut that out.
Yeah, but Lee Fitting puts the graphic up that they're going to take a break like a minute after they come back from break, and then we don't go to break. So it's all on you, buddy. You're the one controlling that. El Grande they finish the matches. El Grande goes to load the mask, but he drops the metal plate, and Dominic goes, a metal plate. And then he quick puts on his mask and loads the mask. He does a headbutt to AJ Styles, and the heels get the win. So, and you know what? Yeah. It makes sense because everybody in that match besides AJ is in that against Vikingo, right? It's the 4-way. So AJ was the only one that could take a pin because everybody else has to be ready for Triple Mania. So
yeah, who else is in that match? It's
Dominic El Grande,
right.
Dragon Lee, and El Viking, and then Hijo del Vikingo. So Son of Vikingo. That's it. Earlier today, Sami Zayn asks the fake GM for a shot at the world title in Paris. What? You're not even in the title picture. Sami, you were offered a world title match if you would just go to SmackDown, and you said no. Then you lose a bunch of matches, and just because you beat Karrion Kross and pin the U.S. champ, you don't get a world title shot for either of those things. You beat a guy on the way out of the company, and you beat a guy on another show. You don't get a world title match. Sorry, buddy. He's like, but I really need it. It's important. Paris is my hometown. No, it's not. He didn't say that. Sheamus comes in, and fake GM says, "Don't you dare, Sheamus. Rusev has a match against Sami Zayn. Don't you dare get involved." And Sheamus is like, "I'll do what I want. I'll get in that match. Who's going to stop me?" And Sami says, please don't. Let me do this by myself. And Sheamus goes, "Fine. I'll just beat him up after the match then." Okay.
Fair enough.
Fine. Sami goes out.
Let's see if he holds to that promise.
Let's see. Backstage, Io tells the fake GM, "I want a title match. Where's my title match? Naomi's injured." And he goes, "Too bad." And Roxanne and Raquel come in, and Io's like, "I want to fight someone. You're my height. I will fight you tonight." Okay, so that's a match later.
If we were doing the old fantasy wrestling, and you had Io Sky this week, you would have so many points.
She was on screen so much. She did so many things.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't have many points for the match because she lost. Spoiler.
Right.
Sami Zayn versus Rusev. Who cares? MFTs show up, so it's a disqualification.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So let's see.
The
first match was cheating to win.
Mm-hmm.
The second match was disqualification. Let's see how this pans out. So after the match, Sheamus did keep his word, and he comes out and he kills Rusev. So that's that.
Is this going to just turn into the bar part 2 with Sheamus and Rusev? Is that where we're going?
Actually, what all I heard was that they're doing a what's it called, Donnybrook or whatever match. So
okay, not a best of 7, and then they're friends afterwards, and
no, something about Donnybrook. So I don't know if that's Raw, that's Paris, that's where it is. I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could make them friends, but they were friends before. Backstage, fake GM ejects the MFTs from the building, and then Waller and New Day come in, and they want to get Penta or some stupid thing. And Wood says that the dumb hat that Penta wore like a sombrero was $12,000. So the only match we have booked for next week's Raw, and by the end of the night, the only thing we have booked, Penta against his Woods. That sounds so dumb. Over a hat.
Right.
With a liar's
It's
price
one of those
tag
matches
on it.
where both of these guys could be really good, but it's going to be...
Not right now, they can't.
Right.
Penta's stock went like right through the floor. He came in hot. They were using them all on Netflix in January. They were like so happy. And then...
And then Rey Fenix just started at the bottom and never went anywhere.
Oh my God. And now he's saddled with Andrade.
Horrible.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, and did you see that the what's his name? GM, the world's worst GM. He said he had business to attend.
Did he say that? He did not.
He didn't say attend, but he did say attend, and I thought of Devon.
I wish someone else on the earth would what's it called? Not verify, but justify. Not that. Another word like that.
Justify.
Would make Devon feel better, because it would, like, that was a commonly missaid thing, but I don't think anyone on earth has ever said that but Devon.
No.
Yeah. Weird Bronson Reed video where he talks about the Shula Fala, and he says at the end he goes Shunami. So okay.
Love it.
That's funny.
Love it.
Backstage, Io. Oh my God, WWE. Io is sent to the Japanese section backstage. Where she has to live with the Kabuki Warriors before her match. And they're like, they're like, we're going to come out there with you. And she's like, no, I don't need your help. And in WWE, be careful, because I don't need your help means, girl, I'm going to turn heel on you for no reason. That's what that means. So keep that in mind.
Also funny is in WWE, they have to speak English to each other.
I know, even though that's not what they would actually do.
They're told backstage, when you have a conversation, you must speak English because...
Yeah, even though that's not what comes naturally in your mind. This is a television program. And
Let's just go.
Yeah. Io versus Already in the Ring Roxanne. Oh my God. This match was like over choreographed molasses. Because the first half before the break is just rest holds, headlocks, headstands, really slow back flips, and basically, look what I can do. And then we go to break, and it's making me tired. But when we come back from break, it gets better. They get a "This is awesome" chant, although I'm not even still sure how that happened. But then all of a sudden, they both just freeze, like they fell asleep. I think they both fell asleep, because here's the spot. Roxanne is on the apron, face down. Io is in the ring on the second rope. Neither of them move. And I'm like, are they waiting for someone to come out of the back? Because people are known to freeze up and not know what to do next if someone's supposed to run out. So I'm waiting for that. No, nobody's coming out. It's not that. And then I realize Io is waiting for Roxanne to stand up so she can grab her for a move. Roxanne is waiting for Io to pick her up by the hair and pull her up, but she's too far away and doesn't know that, so nothing happens. And I'm like, is this a joke? And then eventually Roxanne starts to get up. I'm like, what is wrong with you two? So eventually stuff happens. The match does get better, but then all of a sudden, as soon as it gets better, there's a moonsault to the floor where the heels who are outside there, which is who? It's outside the ring. Oh, it's Raquel and Roxanne are outside the ring.
Right.
When Roxanne's waiting to get a move landed on her. And they have to play three-legged race where they're linked together near the center of the ring, like the center part. Right. And then, they have to move toward the posts. So they have to walk like crabs sideways to get to the spot where they're going to get moonsaulted on. It's horrible. But then if you think...
of course, it's front and center on the camera when they're doing
that's all we see is them. It's not like, There's plenty of times in wrestling when, of course, you line yourselves up, but we don't see that part. But Lee Fitting, in all his genius, decides this is what we want to focus on. So... if you thought that moonsault was stupid, wait till this one, because Io is in the ring and she goes for her over the moonsault. She's supposed to hit Roxanne's knees, but that's not what happens. She totally misses the mark and misses the knees, puts her own knee into what looks like Roxanne's face. I couldn't tell, but she smashes her to bits, and then... they both don't know what to do, so they both sell like they're dead. And I'm like...
right. The referee dives immediately over
try
Roxanne
to do something.
To check on her.
See if she's broken.
Please don't be dead.
Okay. If that wasn't a mess enough, okay. Now the Kabuki Warriors run out, and they stop Raquel from cheating. But it's frozen again, because they grab Raquel. So now they are a Raquel and Kabuki Warrior, whatever... unit on the apron. And then we're supposed to have a spot where they're waiting around and then Io's going to run at them and knock into them. But everyone just stops again and they're just waiting. Yeah. And she's not moving. And then she gets up, she runs at them, she stops short, and then Roxanne's just meh, and pushes her into them. So a push into them plus don't help me, even though none of this is Io's fault, that's heel turn in WWE. So
it's gonna be
So
this was like red light, green light from Squid Game.
It really was like
waiting
that.
For the...
It was.
Yeah.
And then Io gets pinned, and I'm like,
it's just a roll up.
Now I know Io was gonna get pinned by Naomi tonight, but do I? Could have been a DQ. I think Naomi would have cheated to win though. And Cole says this line, like the way that JR used to say bowling shoe ugly when everything went wrong and everything was so ugly and bad and the match sucked. Cole says, so many things went wrong there. Yeah, they did.
You don't say.
They did. That's not just the story. That's what happened.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I think that match was the biggest disaster of the week. It's that or it's the Sky Blue chair spot. You can pick. Either one, terrible. So Sky Blue was way worse, but this overall match was just, it was all over town. Backstage interview with, remember, I used to be the world champion, Jey Uso. He complains. LA Knight comes in. He botches his lines. At this point, I don't want this Raw anymore. I want this to be over.
Nope.
This Raw was not the best.
No, it's not.
Then we get that weird Alpha Babies Natalia group walking and the Becky's walking. Backstage, Io's crying. She's screaming at Asuka and Kairi, why did you come out there? And they're like, because you were in trouble and Raquel was cheating. And Asuka yells and shoves Io.
Yeah.
And Kairi's left there and leaves. And Kairi's there, so she just starts crying. So this is not good.
She has to pick.
Kabuki Warriors.
But I like that Asuka. I like the Asuka reaction where she just loses it. Like her temper is very short.
It's very short because I don't know. Maxine versus Becky, which we talk about now every week since SummerSlam, which is 2 weeks. Becky's entrance now says Becky Lynch held down by the man, but she
out of order.
The man, and she gets introduced. And I thought maybe that's not her name anymore. They introduce her as the man. But then they say something weirder. The following contest is for the Intercontinental title. Whoa. Maxine, who I don't think has ever won a match in her career, maybe one. How did she get an Intercontinental title match? Well, Cole says, let's find out. Let's go back. So we go back to last week, and Natalya goes, hey, Becky, don't be mean to Nikki Bella. She is nice.
You bully.
And then Becky goes, well, what are you going to do about it? And Natalya says, I would like to have a match with you. Not a title match. Never said that. They replayed it. And then I would like to have a match with you. Becky goes, okay. But when I said okay, I didn't mean match with you, even though that's what you just said. I meant match with Maxine. When did that become a title match? And how?
I don't know. Unless it's one of those things where Becky has required to defend her title every 30 days. And
it's not that.
They don't do that anymore. Yeah, no. So I don't know why.
So it's Maxine against Becky.
Oof.
It's okay. The match is horrendous. Of course. Well, we knew it's Maxine. I don't know what to tell you about her.
And this match is just Becky saying, you're not ready. You shouldn't be here.
All it
and
is.
Bullying her. Yeah.
But don't listen with giving her a title match for no reason and not explaining it. Don't make me stop watching WWE. Or wait, do make me stop watching.
You'll never do it.
Or do it. Go for it. Becky retains, kicks Natalya after the match. That's enough. No more. I don't want this. But why? No. Why? So we already know it's Becky versus Nikki in Paris. Why do we need a Maxine and Natalya match between them? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. Nikki couldn't be bothered to show up this week. I don't know.
That's probably right. Now we're in the Visions lair. That's Seth Rollins. It's Architects and Friends. And Rollins does two fake laughs, says a bunch of words.
Yep.
Oh my God, Rollins says Braun now.
Yep.
Listen.
He does.
Always remember who said it first, everybody. That we have it on record. We were first. So Seth leaves for the night. And I wrote, yeah, right.
Sure he is.
No one trusts you anymore, WWE. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. We get what was this? We get a Bayley video where she does some vocal fry, like she's pretending to be sick so she could stay home from school or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's pretending to be Seth Rollins with his bad vocal fry. Okay, whatever. She says, all this, me being alone, it's all my fault. It's my fault.
Right.
And then they play at the end of it. It's all creepy. And at the end, they play this distorted voice of hers going, ding dong, and laughing like a witch, like it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Now, you're supposed to believe this is going to lead to a Bayley heel turn. Except, backstage, we go to Lyra, and she goes, it's not my fault. That sounds like what a heel would say. She's like, it's not my fault that Bailey's suicidal now or a monster now or has a sore throat now or we're not really sure. Does anyone want this?
No, Lyra's not a good actress.
She could not pull this off.
I couldn't pull it off. She says Bailey is on her own. I'm done with her.
Yeah.
I was intrigued by the haunting ding dong sound and the laugh.
It is weird.
'Cause that happens after the Bailey promo goes to black, so you just kind of hear it, and it's haunting. And
it's a little creepy.
Like, okay, let's get a little, have Bailey lose her mind a little bit.
Maybe Bailey will join the Wyatt Six. Probably not. Io is upset yet again. You're right. She's on way too much tonight. Even though she's awesome, but too much. Stephanie Vaquer comes in and she says, Io, I was also promised the title match. Yeah, we know. So that what she's saying is if Naomi's not cleared by Paris, there's no title match. She loses out. So, but that would just get picked up again and she would have it on whatever that Versus All Out show is, right?
Right, yeah.
So there's that. Now Io finds Rhea and Rhea pretends she's sad. And she says, okay, again, it's study here. She says, in all honesty, twice in a row.
Right.
Which means she's lying. Again, she's acting. She's not lying, but it's a tell. Say it twice means something. Doesn't mean nothing. Mm-hmm. And then Io basically walks away and makes it sound like she's pooping her pants on the way out. What was that? What was that noise?
Frustration, I think. I don't know.
But I think it was like a poo struggle. If you listen back, there's a lot of homework required in this episode. If you want to get all my points here, unless you really watched everything and studied it. But I think most people are not really paying attention that much.
Don't put yourself through it.
Don't do that.
It's not worth it.
Oh, guess what? On SmackDown this week, should I list all the matches? There's none. Here's the lineup for SmackDown. Drew McIntyre addresses attacking Cody. That's it. He's going to talk about that he beat it. Okay. That sounds so compelling. Then next week Cole goes, next week on Raw. And I'm like, okay, we're going to announce the matches. It can't just be Penta and Woods, right? He announces 0 matches and he goes, we're in Philadelphia.
Right.
Okay, Cole, what accent says Philadelphia? Because I don't know what that accent is. Where are you from?
That's not the Pennsylvania Dutch.
It's not.
/ Puerto Rican.
It's not.
Combo meal.
It's not that meal. Not for sure.
I don't know. I don't know what it is then.
It's not. Main event, LA Knight and Phil versus Braun Braun. See, I made him mad when I said that, so I don't mind saying it. He's going to throw a fit. Because he's definitely not hate listening to the show. Definitely not. Over the years, I've not found out that he hate listens to the show at least twice.
Oh, don't do it.
I know. But
he's not going to spend time with his wife or anything else. So, I mean, what else is he going to do?
You mean Roxanne or you mean... Okay. Whoops. What did I say? This main event is boring.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like one of the two faces just getting beat down for forever. And it wasn't even that long of a match. It just felt like it went on forever. And then guess what? Seth Rollins comes in, disqualification. So, wait, let's go back again. So the main event's a disqualification. Right. The Maxine match, Becky tried to cheat to win. I didn't mention it, but Becky tried to hold the ropes to beat Maxine. That's what she thought she needed to beat Maxine. Okay?
To beat Maxine, yeah.
Io and Roxanne had 20 interference spots. The match before that was
Sammy and Rusev.
Was Sammy and Rusev with a DQ.
Yeah.
And the match before, was it a DQ? I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. Sammy won by disqualification because the MFTs interfered.
It was the MFTs, not Sheamus. Sheamus.
No, I think later on in the show, if you watch the little crawl at the bottom of the screen where they
it says no contest. Yeah.
The crawl said no contest.
Yeah, they do that all the time. And it's like, clearly the ref said, you're disqualified or whatever. Yeah, they change it all the time. And then the first match was cheating with the steel plate. So yeah, every match tonight was bull crap.
No clean matches.
Great job. So yeah, Seth Rollins ruins the match, disqualification. Jey Uso comes out. He kills Braun Braun with a steel chair. he is so slow with his chair. The idiots have to basically hunch over forever while he like lines them up and stuff.
Oh yeah,
He makes them look like idiots. The faces stand tall. The fake GM comes out. He goes, "This is an opportunity. In Paris, it's Seth Rollins." And Rollins goes, "I see what you're doing." Versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight versus CM Punk in a fatal 4-way.
That was so funny.
Rollins was
The progression of Seth Rollins going into flip out mode when he realizes
how mad he got.
funny.
He's like, "I see. Oh God, that's the match. You're a GM. That's what you do." He's a fake GM.
Oh, man.
But do you see what they're doing here? They went, "Oh my God, SummerSlam Gunther versus Punk." Punk looked like a gassed out turd for 30 minutes. We cannot put him in another singles match.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Let's hide him in a 4-way. That's it. That's what we're doing. Go back and watch every one of CM Punk's, look at the history of his matches in WWE. Almost all multi-man matches. And when they weren't multi-man, there was a stipulation. Like, oh, this one's in a cell. This one's in a cage. This one's this one's that.
Right.
There's always something to hide the fact that he is old.
Right.
And he is.
And that was exposed in AEW when he started there, and it was. And
oh my God!
Really quick when he's falling off ropes and things.
When he was falling, but he had really good like dog collar match. He had much better matches in AEW than he's having here in WWE. Like by far, if you go and look back.
Yeah. Well, everybody does, but yeah, you're right.
But he's only much older now, so I know he's beat up, so I get it. And I'm not saying we're not old because we're old too, but we're not wrestlers.
I'm not 3 minutes and running ropes for anybody.
And that's the thing, right? So anyway, Punk and Knight beat each other up to show you that, look, it's going to be every man for himself. And then Uso gets involved, and then the Vision comes back in and beat down all the idiots, and the Vision stands tall again. The only thing missing was some more shoes to steal from Roman Reigns because he wasn't there.
There's no Roman.
Yeah.
Seth did stomp everybody, didn't he?
He did. He killed everybody. So, yep. He'll stand tall. And that's that.
Oof,
so that's your Raw.
That show. That week of wrestling. Oh, boy.
It was a lot, and it was not the best. Dynamite was by far the best this week, but Collision was nothing. You didn't even need to see it. SmackDown was terrible. Raw was...
SmackDown...
It was better than Raw.
I thought it was going to be.
Well, it was better than Raw,
yeah.
But was that saying much?
No, I came into SmackDown thinking, oh, this is going to be a horrible waste of my time. And it was a waste of my time, but I wouldn't say it was horrible. I enjoyed parts
You're
of
right.
it.
You're right.
And
I just thought it was kind of
there,
but so I shouldn't say it was horrible. I did think it was.
But if I were reviewing it every week, I would be very frustrated because I got to really experience the Tessitore and ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It was Dynamite was definitely the thing to watch this week
by far. So yeah, somebody donate.
You're not watching the G1.
If you're listening right now, go to smartwrestlingfan.com. Smartwrestlingfan.com. Go to the PayPal link, or you could just do this direct link. PayPal.me/SWF podcast. That's our donation link. Right now, I'm serious. Anybody that donates $21, we'll review Triple Mania. If no one does, we're not going to review it. So don't be that guy that makes us not review it. Just donate it's a small amount of money. Don't be that guy.
$21. $21.
21.
What are other things you can waste your money on that would be better served getting a Triple Mania review?
You can go to Chipotle or something and spend that, and that's one meal. So
yeah,
one meal.
Just have a sandwich. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich instead.
Just once, and then we could review the show. Got it. Okay. Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay. Well then,
want me to play us out?
Sure. Go ahead. Let's hear it. I don't know about this.
I used to be so good at this.
You were just holding it wrong. Oh my God. Okay, you gave it.
Also, you're making me laugh.
We're done here. So that's our show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. And until next time, bye, everybody. All right, YouTube, we did it.
Good job.
Sorry
YouTube.
again about the sound issues. I knew exactly what it was because I'd forgotten. We did a thing where we had to switch from Discord to Teams because Discord was down, and then the other day, and then Discord came right back up, so we were able to switch back. But then I forgot to change the one setting. So, and this show wasn't. That one wasn't on YouTube.
That was really only for 10 minutes, though. I think I got the timestamps turned on, so
yeah,
it wasn't that long.
I know it was only 10 minutes because I was recording it. So, yeah.
Aha!
So that's fine. Okay, we're done. So everybody in YouTube land,
yes, we are done.
We'll wave bye.